like even how to stream, so at least you know how to stream a little bit.
Like, okay, I'm good at reading chat, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm good at like streaming. Also, you have to deal with like Eric's chat, which is like, oh, that's a different ball game. Like your chat is going, you know what I mean? Like like I could have the same amount of viewers as you, but my chat won't be going at the same speed as you because it's like a different type of community. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah.
Like
My
whereas your community, like, because it's like related to Eric, will just be spamming, so
yeah.
it's like a different thing to like pay attention to,
You're
and
that
that
guys. You spam too much.
it's
I
like the
like it though.
ADHD mind.
Hmm.
I feel like it's enjoyable for me to watch. I don't know how it is to like stream like that though, because I've never streamed like that. I've only been on other people's
I mean,
streams.
no, I'm constantly like talking to chat just because they're constantly going and going, and I feel like I miss a lot too, which kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I was like, when you were trying to like say stuff to me, I was like, it's okay. Like, don't try and read my what I'm saying. Like, it's impossible for you. It's impossible.
yeah,
Wait, do you have Twitter? Should I
I
tag you
don't
in
have
this?
Twitter. I have Instagram. You could tag me Instagram. That's like the only thing right now that I have linked, I think. I don't have a Discord. I have a Reddit. That's it. That's about it.
Okay. Okay,
Um,
I don't even have a Reddit.
I think I have you on Instagram. Yeah, we've been talking on Instagram. I need to get a Twitter. Everyone's saying you need a Twitter if you're streaming, but
I barely use Twitter, and
I've
I
never
when I
tweeted
start
my whole
using
life.
I've been trying to tweet more, and it's really really hard for me, and I feel like my tweets are just terrible,
Yeah.
and I don't like get the interaction that like other people who have been streaming as long as I do, they get like thousands of likes on a tweet, and I get like
Yeah.
100, and I'm like,
Hey, that's still
okay,
something.
it's still something,
That's
but I
still
just
something.
it's like you just feel like that loser kid, like
Aw.
you feel like the loser at like high school or something, where you're like, okay, like I'm sitting at the table by myself. Does that make
You
sense?
know, I
Like,
get
does
it. My
it
whole
really
childhood was
matter?
I was alone, so I get it. It's okay.
Same,
It's okay.
same. Actually, though, I
We
feel
can
like that's
talk
what it
about
is.
shit like that too.
We
Were you
should.
ever
We actually
bullied?
should. Yeah.
Me too.
Are you kidding me? Thank you, Taco Saga. Thank you. Yeah, no shit. I was bullied. Are you kidding? You met me. You know how I'm
Yeah.
kind of like I'm not normal. Like I
Yeah,
don't I'm a
same.
bad person. I'm not a bad person, but I'm not normal.
I don't think anyone's normal, but there's some people that are
Okay, but
just
still, there's some
different.
people that
I'm
are
in the
better at
different
it.
category. I blame it on my ADD and ADHD, but
Yeah, 100%. Same. Like I'm diagnosed with
I'm just
ADHD as
like
well.
the way my mind works is just different, you know?
It sucks because I feel like no, you will be good at streaming because ADHD fits perfectly with streaming.
Mhm.
It's like the perfect it fits in so well with streaming. It's like what I feel like ADHD is the one time where I feel like it's been an advantage for something. Like I
Mhm.
feel like with Twitch, having ADHD is an advantage, whereas every other aspect of my life it's been a disadvantage. So, and it'll be
Yeah,
good
like
for you.
socially and
Like for what?
academically, it's
It's
been my
not good.
biggest downfall.
Yeah, exactly. And this is
But
the one thing where you'll feel good about it because it does work well with
yeah,
streaming.
I mean,
Because
I've noticed
there's
I
just
can
so
just
much
talk and
shit going
talk
on
and
at
talk
once.
and talk and talk.
You just
Eric even
you can't
said
shut the
that.
fuck up. You can't shut the fuck up. You can read
Yeah.
chat. You can keep up with chat. Like you're able to like multitask with it. Like
Like
it'll be
today,
perfect
Eric
for you.
was like, "You just talk about like 50 different things at once." And I'm like, "Well, that's just ADD for you."
I think he has ADD too.
No, he
To be
does. No, he does.
yeah, he 100% does. I don't know if he's ever been diagnosed, but he
I don't
100%.
know. I have been diagnosed
Me too.
when I was little. I was. So, I was on medicine for years and then I stopped taking it once I got into college and I'm thinking about going
That's
back on it honestly cuz I don't know,
I didn't like what meds did to me.
really.
Did you like it? I
Uh,
just felt like a robot. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
I mean, academically it helped me though. I think that's
It
why I
did.
was on it.
My grades were great. My grades were so much better when I was taking meds,
Yeah.
but emotionally, I felt dead inside.
Well, my mom, she would say it was like me coming off of my medicine. That's how we would describe it. But like at nighttime, I would just be like a crazy child. Um, like
Because you would be like, it's almost like you're repressing it all
yeah,
day.
like when I would come off of my medicine, like when it would start to wear off, like around dinner, like 5 p.m. or something like that, I would just be like nuts until I went to bed.
Yeah,
And
that makes
I don't know
sense.
how I would. It's been years since I've taken it. But I do know it did. I like never wanted to eat. Like I was so
No, it
underweight.
doesn't. It fucks you up with that.
Yeah.
I remember it kills your app. It made me feel sick to eat.
Yeah. Like I
Like it
couldn't
was
eat. I didn't
you
have
had
an
to force
appetite.
feed yourself. You had to force feed yourself. It's so
I
bad.
took Ritalin though. I've never been on what's the other one that's really
Adderall.
popular? Adderall, yeah. I never did Adderall. I
I've
was on
taken
Ritalin.
I've taken both. I've taken both, and I actually it depends on the person. I mean, I feel like everybody's like biochemistry is different, but I found Ritalin actually worse for side
Oh,
effects
really?
for me.
I did get
Yeah,
headaches. Horrible, horrible headaches every single day. That's the worst thing probably about the
that's
medicine.
fucked. That's not normal. You have to live
Yeah.
with that.
And I
That's
lowered my
so
dosage at one
awful.
point and it helped the headaches, but I would still get them. But I don't have headaches now,
That's
so
not
I'm
good.
kind of scared to go back on the medicine because of that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I remember with like Ritalin, I would get like moments where I would just it's so weird to just I would look in the mirror and I would just have moments of being like scared because be like, I don't know who that is. Like I would just have a moment of being like confused. Like I wouldn't feel like reality's real. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I was just like out of my head all the time and I just felt like I
It's
was
just
just
like
going
you're
through the
going through the
motions.
motions. It's like a little
Yeah, you're just
robot.
on
Yeah.
autopilot. You're just on autopilot all the time. And I would
Yeah.
just have moments where I would just like take a minute to stop and look in the mirror and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I would have I couldn't eat. I could sleep okay, which I know a lot of people like complain about, but I could sleep. I couldn't eat, and I would have this awful aftertaste all the time
Really?
of just like this bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, I couldn't like it just tasted like kind of like when you like regurgitate your food, like you just throw up a little bit in your mouth, like in your throat, and then you swallow it. It was like that nonstop for like the entire time that it was on my dosage. It would just be like that throw up
Oh
taste in
yeah.
my throat. It was so gross.
That
And that was the
sucks.
one thing that made me stop taking the meds because I was like, I can't fucking handle tasting throw up in my mouth
I
for
mean,
8 hours
no,
a
that sounds
day. That's
awful.
insane. That's awful. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was dissociating all the time and I was tasting throw up all the time. So it was like a
Someone in my chat said, "God damn, what is she saying?"
True. What is she saying? No.
Someone else said that my IQ is rising as they speak. Just Tricky is one of the funnest people to talk to. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I swear, like, you're so funny and you don't even try. Like, that's the best part. Like, you're just yourself.
Really?
Yeah, and you're
I feel like I try very hard to. That's one thing, like, in my entire life. I feel we were talking about the bullying thing. I
yeah.
feel like I was bullied when I was here. I was like, well, if I can make people laugh, maybe they won't make fun of me.
Yeah,
And
that's
maybe
how
they'll
I
laugh and they'll think
am.
good. Right? I was like,
Everyone
if I
loves
can
the
make people laugh,
clown. I was the clown of my
exactly.
class.
Exactly. So I was like, if I make people laugh, they're not gonna make fun of me. They're gonna like laugh at my jokes.
Yeah.
So I was always trying to be like a clown, but I feel like I was just so weird
I was
that
made
they
fun
were
of and
still
I was the
laughing at
clown.
me. Yeah, I was a clown and they were still like laughing at me though. I was
Yeah.
like, great. This didn't work at all. But I actually tried very hard to be funny. It's like a thing where I value
Well,
it a
it
lot.
comes naturally to you, so I can't tell that you're
Thank you.
trying.
That's actually the nicest
You're just
compliment.
like you're so like you just say whatever you want. And I love that. Like you don't have a filter, like in the
That's
best
listen,
like in the best
that's because
way.
we've been drinking. That's because we've been
Okay.
drinking. That's
Well,
why.
no.
When you were saying
I've talked to you sober
no,
and you're the same.
but true. That's off stream though, and that's because I know you're a person where I feel like you're not judging me. When I met you, I felt like you're a non-judgmental person.
Oh.
You're actually like a nice, authentic, like genuine person. So I didn't try to be anything but myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, you're like the
When
same
I
way
met
for you though.
Yeah, like I met you and I was like, oh, I can tell this is like a real
You're not
person. Like, I
fake.
don't have to, like, yeah, you're
Or like I
and
didn't have to
I
feel
met
like
you.
I had to be someone different to talk
Yeah,
to you. Which that's kind
yeah,
of rare in the world
it
of
is.
girls. I'm just
And
saying.
I remember meeting you and being like so relieved. Like I
Aw.
remember that moment of being like, oh, thank God. Because I remember I wanted to be like super nice to you because she was like flying into Austin. She didn't know fucking anybody except Eric, which is super intimidating
Yeah,
to
I'm
like fly into
crazy.
that situation. That's a lot to take on. Like, and when I came to Austin, all I knew was I knew Eric and I knew Miz, and that's it. And that's still like a lot to take on. And but I also had my friend with me, Fawn, And so I didn't feel, I was too scared to like do it alone. So I knew she was doing it alone. I was like, I have to be like, I want to be nicer. Like, I hope she feels like welcome. Like, I want her to have a good time and good memories of this. But I also didn't know what type of person you are. So I didn't also want to be like creepy or
Yeah.
like overimpose. I don't want to be like
You weren't
overimposing.
creepy. No, you're so
I didn't want to
nice
be like
and
over. I
real
didn't
right
want
off
to
the
be
bat.
I didn't want to be overimposing, and I didn't want to also like. I don't know. Maybe you just want to spend time with Eric. Like, I wasn't trying to be like, hey, like, cock block. Like, how's everybody doing? Like, in the way of everything. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
So I was just. But then when I met you, I was like, oh, it's fine. And then I was really happy too because I like knew Eric was like a genuine dude, and I didn't want him to like fall for a girl who was just like fake. You know what I mean? And then I met you, and I knew you were genuine. I was like, oh, okay, good.
Aw,
Like,
looking out for Eric.
Yeah, I was like, I hope they both like each other, and I hope.
I mean, couldn't you tell it was like immediate?
I was immediate, and then at the same time, and then I felt like such a. I feel like too, because we're both women, and I met you. I felt the same. I was like, Eric better not fuck this girl over. I was like, if he fucks her over, he fucked over a real
Get him,
one.
Miss Trick.
Like,
Get him.
Aww. Like, better not fuck this up because this is like a real girl. So, because I had seen like other girls fly to Austin, and I just felt like a sense of like
for Eric.
Yeah, like not for Eric.
Oh,
yeah. They just had like been around, and I was like, they better not fuck with Eric because like Eric's the real one. He better not be naive about that shit, and like it was fine. And then, like when you flew in, I was like a little bit like protective of him, a bit. And I didn't also want to be like that defensive like weirdo girl where it's like I'm not dating him, but I'm like I'm like that's kind of weird.
This sounds weird, but the difference between me and anyone else who flew there was I didn't stream. Like I wasn't in the community at all.
No, that's so true. And I took that, like, it's weird. You do take that into consideration. I was like, what does she have to gain from this? She genuinely just wants to meet the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she just genuinely, but it was, even if you had streamed and I met you and you were I wouldn't have thought, do you know what I mean?
Okay, well that makes me feel good. Yeah. You know, yeah.
Being able to tell
I just feel like as a streamer, you have to have your guard up when you meet new people. Like you have to.
Yeah, you do.
Just because you don't know people's intentions. People like
I didn't have mine up at all, and I like totally, that was such a mistake. But I just felt like I want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
It's like not everybody wants to be friends with you.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like I'm nice, and then I'm always the one that gets fucked over because I'm just too nice and I'm too trusting of people who have wrong intent.
Same.
That's just been a cycle my whole life, which kind of sucks, but I'm just gonna continue to be a nice person, and you know what, hopefully they'll learn.
What do I do? Like, I don't want to become a different person who just becomes distrusting of everybody and hates the world and closes myself off. I would rather just be me. And hey, maybe sometimes I get fucked over, but maybe sometimes I meet like genuine nice people like you. And like if I had just been a closed off asshole, I never would have met you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aw. I hope we see each other again.
I think we will. I think we can.
Hopefully. Hopefully we don't have to be in quarantine the rest of our lives, but when we move to Austin, we'll have a guest bedroom and you can come stay with us. And you can, you know, if you want, you could babysit since you love babies so much. And we'll pay you.
And I would just be like, but the thing is, like, you have to be okay with me being stoned while babysitting. I actually, you know what? I actually don't get high when I go to work.
Oh, good.
Because I'm always high on stream, and people think like I'm.
So wait, in Canada, is it legal everywhere?
Yeah, it's legal everywhere.
Okay. Yeah,
it's legal everywhere, and I don't like. It's funny because I'm always high on stream, so people think I must be high when I go. I'm never high when I go to work. It gives me too much anxiety.
Really?
I'm kidding, by the way. Like, I don't need to be high to watch stream.
Oh my god! I was like, how do I say this in a nice way? You're not coming over.
I'm kidding. Like, I've just thought about like when I watch like the kid that I watch. Sometimes I think how he acts. I'm like, that's like me on shrooms.
Oh
like,
my god! They are like little drunk people.
Like, yeah, they're like little kid. I'm like, would that make me better or worse? Like if I feel like because I've done shrooms before in the past, I feel like I understand you on a fundamental level that like an average person wouldn't understand.
Okay,
So
I
like
get
when I
that.
do certain things, when I do certain things, like I'm sober at the time, but I do certain things, I'm like, I would love this on shrooms, and I do it to the baby, and he loves it. I'm like, I knew it, because I've done that on shrooms, and I loved it. Like
Okay.
I knew the baby would love that because in the past, yeah, I feel like kids are just high all the time.
They're not, but they, I
Or
mean,
like they're
they
not,
act
but they
like it. Yeah,
are. Yeah, they're not, but they are.
they definitely
It's
act like it sometimes.
yeah, it's just weird. Especially when they don't get enough sleep. They just act like they're wasted.
I
They're just
haven't
like
had that with
fucking
Emmy yet. God, she
you
sleeps
will.
so
You
good.
fucking will. You
Uh,
fucking will
we're
once she gets
so
older.
lucky right now. She went to bed at 9, what, no, like 10:30, and she's been asleep ever since. She probably won't wake up till like 9 a.m.
That's good.
I know, like this is
That's
my free
good.
time right now, so
No, that's healthy though. You need that. Or
thank
else
you
you'll go
for
fucking
the gifted
crazy.
sub, Pink.
No, that's you need that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll kill somebody. Like if you don't get any time to yourself, like every person needs that in their lives.
God, especially when you have kids. They'll take it, you take it for granted when you don't. Just let me tell you that. So if you want to travel the world, don't have kids yet.
That's exactly like just seeing, because obviously I can quit at any time I want. I can just walk away. Versus where you have a kid, you can't just
No, you
walk
can't.
away
It's like
from
for
a
life.
kid. It's for fucking life.
Yeah.
Um, but just seeing how much it entails. Like actually the parents that I work for, they used to travel a lot. I talked to like both the parents. They had their honeymoon in like Australia. They've traveled all around Europe together. The
Oh,
dad's done
wow.
like a backpack trip around Europe by himself. Since they had kids, they're just in, West Coast Canada. They've never gone outside of like BC where I'm from. Like they've gone to like other cities in this like state, but they've never, because you can't once you have a kid, especially
Yeah.
they're young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Thank God we have like our family is very involved. So we're very grateful
that
for
helps
that.
a lot. Yeah.
Like if we didn't have our family, we'd be screwed because it would just be us.
Yeah, and then it's 24 fucking 7.
Yeah, like his mom is so awesome. Like she's willing to drive here and watch Emmy if we like ever wanted to go somewhere. And like my
Oh, that's
mom's
really
the same
nice.
way. So we're
That's
very,
super
very
nice.
fortunate. It might change when we go to Austin though. I don't know. I'll have to like I don't know. I guess I'll have to hire like somebody.
True.
I don't know. That kind of worries me. Cuz it's going to be
I
like
think
14 hours from like our parents driving
okay,
wise.
how often do you get help from them?
Well, my mom lives like 10 minutes away from here, so I'm there like I just drive there like 4 times a week, and then if I ever need her to come pick me up, she will and watch her.
How
So
often do you think she actually picks her up?
probably like at least once a week, and then I go there like 3 times a week
That's not that okay.
just to hang out.
If she actually just looks after her like once a week though, you could easily do that with just picking up childcare though.
Yeah.
It'd be a different thing if it was like 5 days a week she looked after her. I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, like
That's
that's a full-time
maybe
like nanny
maybe like a
position.
full time exactly. But if it's just like once or twice, you can easily fill that. That's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
But like
As long
if
as you find a person that you trust.
yeah, that's true. I don't know, that's scary, like a stranger watching your baby. I don't know. We'll see.
I think about that all the time. I think about the fact that like I can't believe these fucking people trust
I
me
know,
to
like
watch
I
their
used to
kid. I
nanny
think
and
about
I
that
look
all
back and
the
I'm like, how did
time.
they trust me so willingly? They're just like they were so trusting in me.
I think about that. I'm like, are you guys fucking insane?
Yeah.
Like, you trust me to look after your kid? Obviously their kids are fine.
Yeah, that's so
But
weird.
it's just funny to think about. Like I feel like I would be way more overprotective than
Yeah.
most people are that I've worked for. I would be way more
Especially
overprotective.
working in childcare. You can I worked in daycares and I've seen like how some people work and it's kind of
Dude, daycares are
terrifying.
fucked. Daycares are so fucked.
Yeah, like if
I
you
tried wor- I tried working at daycare. I quit because the one girl that I worked with was like, she was yelling at the kids like they were dogs.
Oh my god.
She'd be like, sit.
I've seen a coworker pull someone like a little girl's hair Because like the little baby, she like grabbed her hair and pulled it, so she pulled her hair back. She's like, this is how it feels. She was like 2.
Oh
I was
my
like, oh my god, you don't do that.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
So
when I worked at like a daycare and I saw them being like, sit, or like they'd like yell at them for like playing. Like they'd be like, they're like, I worked in like a toddler room and their toddlers were running around playing.
yeah, like
And they were
normal
yelling at like,
kids.
yeah, like normal kids would be like, stop it, sit down. I'm like, it's a fucking toddler. And of course they're gonna be like interacting and playing with the other kids in the room. Like, you're trying to tell them to like stop talking and sit down. They're fucking 2 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Daycare fucking sucks.
I
would
don't
never
want
go
Emmy to
there.
go to a daycare. Like I
If
will
I was
pay
ever
to have someone come to my
seriously,
house. Like
no, have someone come to your house because I feel like
it's
honestly,
kind of fucked.
daycare isn't even cheap. You may as
No.
well pay.
Yeah, it's like basically the same price,
may as-
honestly.
It's basically the same price, and they treat your kid better.
Yeah.
Like, you go to fucking daycare and they treat your kid like cattle. That was my experience working at a daycare. I was like, I can't do this.
And there's
They
like
treat
always way too many kids per staff. At least where I
there's
worked.
way
There was
too many
I
kids,
think when
and
I
there's
worked
fucking,
there,
like, there's shit going around, like colds and
Yeah.
flu, and like I remember hand, foot, and mouth
Yeah.
going around with kids. I'm like, ew, like I don't want to do this.
I think it was
Gross.
15 kids per staff member. Like when I worked in a daycare, and it was just way too many. It was just way too
How do
many.
How do you sustain that?
Like
It's not-
especially like 2-year-olds, like no, like you're spending like 30 minutes just changing everyone's diapers at that point. So
no, 100%.
It's crazy.
So, a diaper change takes up a lot of time.
it does.
When it's that many kids, fuck that.
Like
Fuck
kids
that.
poop and pee a lot.
They
Like
do.
we go through probably like 10 diapers a day.
Yeah, at that age, I feel like, okay, here's some hope for the future.
Okay.
He's 21 months. So I come in at 11 and I leave at 7. But he's been up since 7. So he's up from 7 to 7, basically 12 hours.
Yeah.
But I come in like 4 hours after. And
Oh.
he gets 4 diaper changes during
That's not
those 8
bad.
hours. If 4 during 8 hours, that's not that bad.
So
at
he'll
all.
be too soon.
That's like every 2 hours. It's like a diaper. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
not that
bad. He'll be
So I
potty
get better.
training. He'll be potty training soon.
Yeah, that's true. I can't wait to fucking do that. It's gonna suck. Can't wait for him to just shit his pants. 'cause
Oh,
he's not
God.
gonna go to the potty.
And then you have to clean it up. Ugh. Like today, Emmy had a blowout at my mom's, and it went up her back, like out her right leg, like her clothes. We had to change all of her clothes.
Oh, I'm a nightmare.
That happens a lot, guys. Yeah, you're ewing me, but that happens a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I started that job when that had already stopped being a thing.
Yeah.
I just got the job after he had stopped.
Oh,
having
good.
blowouts. And
That's
they would tell
nice.
me about the blowouts, and I was like, "Oh, thank God, I didn't have to deal with that." I've only had to deal with. He's almost like had a blowout, but not quite.
Someone
I-
said, "Are they
I-
talking about you, Rob?"
I've opened up a diaper and it's been like at the outskirts
Ugh.
of like you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
the poo, like
Yeah,
just
it's like
up-
going through,
it's
and you're
up
like,
the back.
yeah,
It's like up the back and it's about to go up their back, but it doesn't quite. I'm like, oh, thank God.
yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, he's or she's young enough.
But sometimes
where
it's just like just liquid poo, and there's no like controlling that at that point. Like it's just everywhere.
Oh God.
Joys of
It's gonna happen
parenthood.
to me. It's gonna happen to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He hasn't gotten diarrhea with me yet, but
Oh, God.
I haven't been
Ew.
there that long.
I remember
haven't been there
working
that
at the
long.
daycare, and we had like a little bathroom, and the toilet was like child sized, and I had like a 2-year-old, I think, and he went to the potty, and he came up to the door. I was standing by the door, and he came up to me, and he was like, I missed. I looked in.
Oh,
I looked in, and it was
Shit
on the walls, the floor, the toilet, everywhere, and I had to clean it up. It was so gross. God. And then when I was nannying once, this little boy I was watching, he was like 3, but he had like autism, so I kind of felt bad. Like but he got into his diaper and like pulled it out.
Pulled it out.
And he had a fish tank in his bedroom. And he smeared it. He was just smearing it all over the fish tank. He was supposed to be napping. Like, he had fallen asleep and I had like left and I checked on it. Yeah, I checked on him like 20 minutes later.
Fucking asshole.
And he was just smearing it all over the fish tank. And I was like, oh my God, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. And I called his grandparents. They lived like 2 houses down. I said, I need help. And so his grandpa came over and like helped me clean it up. It was so bad.
That is
Increase her volume? I did. I'll do it again.
Okay, I actually have to pee really bad.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'll be right back.
Guys, she's at max volume. So hopefully she's loud enough. Can't believe it, Eric. We're not talking about Eric. Eric, are you here? Eric? Are you in my chat? Are you talking? Oh. Turn her up on OBS? Hey Eric, how do I turn her up on OBS? Isn't he banned? Who? Eric! How do I turn my OBS up? Yeah. Like, Miss Tricky is quiet to them, so how do you turn it up?
Right click her name.
Oh, it's all the way up. On Discord, it's all the way up. So they said OBS, you have to turn it up.
Oh. Right here.
Oh. Cool. That should be better. I hope she's not blasting when she comes back, but cool. I'm reading her chat too. Her chat's so different from ours. Like, it's so weird. Seeing, like, they're going, like, this slow. I mean, you guys are going pretty slow too, but it's just different. Hi guys, I didn't say hi to you. I've just been Rob221 has hosted me with 1 viewer. Thank you, Eric. That was sweet of you. And I got a host with 31 from Maddie. Thank you. Cool. Cool. This is really chill. It's just me and Miss Tricky talking. I'm having a couple beers. So, it's just really chill. It's just you're just gonna see this and then hear Tricky. That's cool. Thank you for the host of 1 viewer. 4 people in a row. Thank you. I shouldn't have even said anything. Alright, it's just gonna keep going. Stop! It's not cool, chat. Guys, it's not okay. Alright, I'll just sit back and watch. It's just like going. I turn notifications off, so
Okay. Hi. I've returned.
Hi.
Don't you have to pee?
You have pizza?
Yeah, I got pizza.
Oh my god. I'm about to heat I'm about to heat pizza up. That looks really good.
Dude, heat it up. Are you serious?
That looks really good.
I was like peeing and I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm like,
oh my god, that was fucking
dinner?
quick. You came back with pizza and ranch. Okay. Chat, is she loud enough now so we can hear her? Okay, cool.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Hello? I just realized I can't pace myself like this. If I'm not eating, I'm gonna fucking...
I understand. Who are you even talking about?
Wait,
Oh, wait,
what?
what?
What did I miss?
Nothing. I don't know. My chat's being weird.
Don't be weird.
Are you going on the Lover Host show?
Oh, was it Bez Raps?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally am. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
This is what happened.
Okay.
Maybe like 2 weeks ago, Pink Nittany came into my stream and I was wasted. He was like, "Hey, do you want to go on Bez Raps Lover Host? Britt is hosting it." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
I'm not hosting it anymore, by the way.
So that's why I agreed to it. Just
Okay.
so you know.
I will be a guest. I'll come on and talk to everyone. But
Okay,
I'm too
who's
nervous to
hosting
host
it?
that. I can't.
Who's hosting it?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
Wait,
who's doing it.
Pink.
Does anybody know?
Wait, Pink, who's hosting it?
Who's even know? This poor guy. I remember him
Chico?
sending me a message like he sent me a message like, "I'm so sorry. This has changed. This has been so scuffed from the beginning." I was
Wait,
like,
Chris Butler's hosting it?
I just shook my head when he first said it's so scuffed. I was like, this poor fucking guy.
No, but you're like the perfect person to come on because you don't give a fuck. Like, it'll be so fun. It'll be so fun with
figured I
you.
would just go. It was literally, I just figured I would go on to get drunk. Like, that was fine.
Have you won a? Were you were on the Raj show, right?
Yeah,
Did you
I got
win?
on the-
Have you ever? Is it like competitive? That would stress me out.
It is competitive. Usually I get like it does stress me out. I'm not even kidding, to the point where I feel like people don't even know how much it stresses me out because I don't really like I don't seem like it when I'm on the actual stream, but it stresses me out to the point where now, because of how many viewers he gets now, I throw up every time
Oh my
before
gosh.
his stream because I get so much anxiety. I will have to run. I'll be like about to enter like the Discord, and I'll have so much anxiety. I'll be like literally shaking. With,
Oh
like, adrenaline, and
no.
I'll run to the bathroom and I'll puke, and then I'll like be like, oh, drink some water, and like I'll like you like slapping yourself in the face a couple times, like,
Oh my god.
And I'll like walk back to the computer, like, you got this, and then I'll just go on stream, and I won't. It's so weird that I will go from that to just being like, I got this. It's so weird. I don't understand.
Like once you're in the moment, it's fine.
Once I'm in the moment, I'm fine, and I do fine on stream. Like I don't think I've never had moments of people being like, I always get afraid of a moment where I'm like choking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do or what to say. But I've never had that. In fact, it's the opposite. I can't shut the fuck up when I'm on those shows.
You're like so into it. You just keep talking. That's me though.
Keep talking, and I say embarrassing ass shit when I'm on there. I'd rather say embarrassing shit than say nothing. It's so bad.
Pink told me to tell you that you're their headliner.
Oh god. Okay.
You better use a hot picture of her.
That makes sense because I feel like no one agreed to do it.
It's gonna be fun. Wait, when is it? I don't even know when it is.
It's next week, isn't it? They said the 13th. Is that next week?
Oh
yeah,
my god,
it's
soon.
Saturday.
Okay, I have to pee now. I'm at that point.
Okay, go pee.
Okay,
go pee.
Okay, I'll be back.
She held out for so long. she held out for so fucking long. It's only gonna be like, okay, I'm not actually. That's why I think I agreed to it so readily, is because I wasn't worried, because I knew it was gonna be like a whole fucking thing. But anytime I'm asked to go on Austin, I feel like people don't understand. I talk about how I have social anxiety. People will just say like, oh, you stream. There's no way you actually have social anxiety. No, I physically get ill around streaming. Even for my own stream, there's times where I'll be like, I should stream, and I will sit there with anxiety, and I'll be like sweat. I will feel like sweat dripping. Like I'll have a sweaty neck, and I'll feel like that tense, like, and I won't go live. I'm so fucking weird. Even though I streamed for so long, I've been streaming for years, I'll have moments where I'm like, oh, I can't stream. And like my neck will be like sweaty, and I'll be like all shaky, and be like, I can't do it tonight, man. I can tell that I don't have the energy for it. I have to be in a certain type of mood where I don't give a fuck about anything. And that's why I usually drink when I stream, is because drinking makes you not give a fuck about. There are times though, even when I'm sober there, I'm just like, what is life? What is reality? Like I'll just have like an existential crisis, and I don't care about life or reality. But I can't just. I care too much. I'm like a very. I care a lot actually what people think of me, which is surprising based upon how I act. I feel like I act in a way where I don't care what people think, but I actually care a lot. That's me overcompensating. I like overcompensate to the point where I feel I try and act like I don't care, and I'm probably like decent at it, but I care. I care a lot. I get so freaked out about it. Where you're not 100% real. Well, that's the thing is like I can't I don't know how to be anything but myself. And I know that sounds I feel like that sounds kind of cliche or something, but I genuinely am I'm actually pretty introverted as a person where it takes a lot out of me to just even talk. It just blah 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 blah. It takes a lot out of me, so I can't imagine also putting energy into faking being. I don't have the energy to do that. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired a lot from and I've come across as really rude with people actually because I'll be burnt out and I won't be talkative to a person that I've just met. And it's because I'm just so exhausted socially that I can't talk and I just come across as a stuck up bitch. And that gives me anxiety.
Hello?
Hi.
I got pizza too.
What kind?
Okay, guys. Do not walk. Run to your local Little Caesars. Because they have pretzel crust pizza.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's my favorite pizza. They've only released.
I'm looking at your shit right now. Do
Oh.
you dip it in anything?
No, I just eat it. It's like fucking. It's like pretzel. Look at all that salt. Oh my god, I love salt. And the sauce is like nacho cheese.
Okay, I would actually eat that.
From Little Caesars, hot and ready. Go. Don't walk, run. It's so good. It's so good.
People judge me so much for the pizza that I eat, and I don't even feel like it's that weird.
Really?
Yeah, I get like a custom. So I get goat cheese instead of just like mozzarella. So I get goat cheese. I get corn. This is where people are like, okay, the fuck. I get corn.
Okay, I like corn.
I get caramelized onion and I get bacon.
Oh.
And sometimes like roasted red pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get. And people are like, why the fuck are you getting corn on pizza?
I like corn.
I know.
That sounds good.
I don't think it's bad. I know it sounds kind of weird, but if you actually tried it, you'd be like, oh, it tastes good.
I'll eat corn with anything, so that doesn't sound weird to me.
Oh, I'm kind of sure. I fucking love corn. So to me, I'm like, it sounds good.
What?
I'd rather sleep.
Me too, though. I'm like fucking tearing into my pizza.
Fuck you, Buckley.
Oh, it's good. What?
That is not gross. It's good. Fuck you. Fuck you, Buckley. You bastard. You didn't think I would read that shit? I did.
I even know that was a thing, getting corn on pizza. I'll try that.
It's a thing in Europe. That's why I first had it. And I love corn. I was like, why didn't I ever think of this? And then I had corn on pizza. I was like, it's really good. Of course, Kato's like,
yeah. Hi, buddy. Would you like some pizza? No.
His best, like, yeah, I'm a good boy.
No. It's bad for you. How'd you even get in here? I locked my door. How did he get in here? Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. I love how you had pizza too. You feel like so good.
What the fuck? Someone said Dan Britt's got the cleanest teeth on this platform. What?
Are you still looking at Eric's?
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a compliment though.
Like they're white? Thank you.
Yeah, they're white.
Oh, I go every 6 months to the dentist, so.
You got white straight teeth. That's a good.
Well, they're not straight, but they're white. So.
Okay, they look straight.
Thank you. I want braces. I think I'm gonna get Invisalign. I've never had braces? No, I've never had braces.
Same. I really want braces too.
But like my teeth aren't perfect. Like they're
Mine
not
aren't
awful,
either.
but they're not perfect. So I wouldn't mind having braces.
I'm the exact same way. I would totally get Invisalign. We should both get Invisalign.
I'm like, actually gonna do it this year probably.
I need to just actually fucking do it because I've been fantasizing about Invisalign for years now.
Fantasizing.
Do it. Every day. Every fucking day, morning and night, it's obsessive. I look in the mirror, I like brush my teeth, and I look at my teeth, I'm like, that one tooth's crooked. I go fucking insane. Every fucking day. I can't take it anymore.
I'm so self-conscious about my teeth.
Me too.
Just because I never had braces. My brother had braces and his teeth are nice.
Same!
But I was a stupid kid who didn't care. And my mom was like, she took me to the orthodontist and they were like, you need a night guard. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking wear that. So I never got braces because I didn't want them. And now I regret it. Because
For me,
I didn't care at the time.
As a kid, I was actually supposed to have perfectly straight teeth just naturally, but I didn't pull out one tooth fast enough. So like another tooth was like growing on top of the baby tooth that I was supposed to pull out, but I didn't pull it out because I was too scared because I was a kid. And so one tooth grew in crooked, and now that one tooth just drives me fucking insane. And that was the tooth I could have prevented from growing in if I just pulled my baby tooth out. But my parents never offered, like my parents got my brother braces, but they never offered it for me.
Oh my god.
I know. I got really mad about that, and I feel like it's because the dentist told them like my teeth were supposed to grow in straight, and then even though they didn't, they were like, well, they were like they just never offered. And then my wisdom teeth coming in fucked up my teeth. Like my front teeth are not too bad. My back teeth are super fucked.
Really?
Which is like you can't really see because of my wisdom teeth. I have like molars that are like fucking sideways. Like they're just straight going to the side. Yeah. They're super crooked. They're like almost at a 90-degree angle. It's insane.
My molars are
and
fine.
It affects me.
It's my bottom teeth that in the front that are fucked for me.
Oh, it's weird. My bottom teeth in the front were fucked before my wisdom teeth came in. And my wisdom teeth came in and my molars used to be straight and it made them crooked and it made my front teeth at the bottom straight. Isn't that weird?
I'd rather have my front though straight than my back, so like I couldn't tell that you have any.
I agree, but it actually bothers your bite. Does that make sense? Like when I'm just resting and my mouth is closed, I can feel that my bottom teeth, the back are crooked.
I have a really bad overbite, like a horrible overbite.
Really?
That's why
How do you tell if you have that?
I like adjust mine, so like you can't tell unless I'm like sleeping. Like all day, I've just like since I was little, I've like manually adjusted my underbite. So like it's just like a muscle, like a natural muscle reflex now. But like normally,
so, like, you have to force your jaw forward, or like what do you have to do?
Yeah, I force my bottom jaw forward.
That seems uncomfortable.
So if I were to smile naturally, like you could totally tell that I have like an overbite, like a really bad one. But I won't do that.
That sounds super uncomfortable though. You're just dealing with the fact that you have
that's why I want Invisalign, and I've heard they can help to an extent with like overbites and stuff.
No, I would want to. It's the same thing with like people can't see that I'm constantly dealing with the fact that my molars are crooked, and every time I bite down, I can
But you can feel it every time.
I can feel it every time, and I'm constantly like, you know, with your tongue. I'm constantly with my tongue. I'm like touching my back teeth. I'm touching like any like thing that's misaligned all the time, to the point where it's like obsessive compulsive or something. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just doing it nonstop. And it's uncomfortable.
No, that's how I am with my overbite. I'm just constantly like adjusting my bite. I hate it.
Yeah, it's not good. I feel like people just see what they think teeth should look like and they're like, oh, you're fine. Like, you can't complain. Does that make sense? They don't actually know what you're feeling on the inside. I don't know.
Like people who have perfect teeth, they've had braces.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're like that 1%. I got lucky, but
I have actually met people that have never had braces and they're
really
perfect teeth. Yeah, I hate them. Like they're not bad people, but I'm just like, what the
I
fuck?
hate them.
I wish. I'm like, I fucking wish.
No, I
Are
get
you
it.
serious?
I think teeth are like the first thing people look at, so I'm really
I
self-conscious.
agree. I'm super
I'm
same.
like, oh my god, they're gonna hate me because my teeth aren't perfect.
You know what's so funny? Because I never noticed. Because I'm obsessively looking at teeth because I'm obsessed with my own, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm self-conscious about my own, so I'm constantly looking at other people's. And so I definitely, that's probably the first thing I looked at with you is probably your teeth because I'm so obsessed with like my own.
Oh my
I don't
god, I'm
remember
so
ever,
sorry.
I don't remember ever thinking like I probably thought you have nice teeth because I feel like
Aw.
I feel like if I thought you had bad teeth, I would have remembered that, and I don't remember that at all.
Well, that makes
So
me
I
feel better.
100% just yeah, no, I swear I wouldn't have known this because you talking about your underbite, I was like, "There's no way I would have known."
I do
There's no
hide my
way.
underbite pretty well, or my overbite pretty well.
I remember when I met you, I thought you had really nice hair. I do remember that. I met you and I was like,
It
"Fuck,
was
she has such
so
nice
long back
hair."
then. I cut
It was
it.
really long and like
Mm-hmm.
not even. It doesn't have to just do with length. It's like this sheen to
Well,
it and like.
thank you. I do like my hairstylist a lot.
No, you still have nice hair. I'm literally looking at your
Thank
stream. Your
you.
hair is still very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have good
I
hair.
do you have naturally brown hair?
Yeah,
That's
I don't
nice.
dye my hair
That's
anymore.
so good. Nice. You're saving so much money.
So you dye your hair then?
I get highlights, so I get like highlights
Oh, that's not
every
that
few
bad.
months to like
That's not that
make
bad, is it?
like when my roots grow out, it's not awful, but I have like my natural hair color is like tree bark. It's like
True.
it's just like colorless.
So like,
It's not
so like a,
it's like a
so like a
mud brown.
medium, yeah, like a
I don't
medium
even
brown.
yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It used to be blonde, but
I feel like my hair is like a tree bark though, isn't it? That's like a medium brown, isn't
uh-uh. Like yours
it? Is
has
it
color to
darker?
it.
Well, like my dad was a ginger.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's ginger and my mom's Indian, like from India. So my
Oh.
mom's darker. Yeah, my mom's dark as fuck, and my dad's like white as fuck with
I could not
red
see your
hair.
mom being Indian. What?
Yeah, my mom's like dark, dark. Like my mom doesn't even look like she's Indian. She's that dark. She looks like she's
Wow.
Jamaican. My mom straight up looks dark as fuck.
So
My
you
mom's
got your
super
dad's
dark.
skin tone?
I got my dad's skin tone and like probably my mom's like I got my mom's hair.
Yeah.
Well, my dad has curly hair too. It's just my dad's hair is like curly and ginger, whereas my mom's hair is like curly and brown.
When you were little, how curly was your hair? Like a baby?
Well, it wasn't curly until I was probably like 3 or something.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just straight before that. But I was born with hair. Like when
Yeah.
I came out of like I came out of my mom's vagina, like brand new born. I had a full head of hair, but it was just like black, jet black, straight hair.
I
When I
don't
was
know how Emmy's hair is
born.
gonna be because her hair's curling right now, but it's
Weird.
not like coarse.
I don't think that means anything yet though because my hair was straight for years.
Mm-hmm. Now it's
And
curly.
it wasn't yeah, and now it's curly as fuck.
I've heard of
Like
like
I
that
actually tried to
happening.
like if you look at my hair now, I actually tried to straighten it for the stream. This is me trying to straighten my hair so it's kind of like wavy.
Yeah.
If I just tried to make my hair curly, it would be full ringlets, like
Oh,
actual
really?
curls, like ringlet. Yeah,
Oh,
my hair is
cool.
actually like in ringlets. So it's the complete opposite of what I was like as a baby. My hair was straight.
Oh, my hair's like I don't know if I let it air dry, it's just like awkwardly not straight. If that makes sense. Like I still have to go through the straightener, but it's not
Oh, it's like
wavy.
it's almost straight, but
Yeah,
not
it's like
quite.
annoyingly almost straight. So like I still have to go back through.
I don't think that's that bad though, because I feel like if your hair's pin straight, it's because you have like thin hair. Whereas like if your hair is almost straight, it's like you still have thicker hair, but it's
Yeah,
still
I
like
have
does that
really
make
thick
sense?
hair.
Yeah, you have like I think that's actually better though, to be honest.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people say they want curly hair, which I get, but curly hair is very high maintenance. It gets
Yeah,
tangled all the time and needs a lot of hair products because it gets very
and
dry.
you have to like twist
You
like
have to
individual
twist
the curls.
curl. You have to twist the curl, and also the humidity affects your hair.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, I hope Emmy's hair
So
isn't
there's,
like crazy curly when
50
she's older,
fucking factors.
because I don't know
I
how to do it. I'll have to learn how to do it.
I feel like you would learn though. You're like a good enough mom, and you would figure it
Oh,
out.
thanks. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Eric's hair is
No.
coarse
The
and
fact that
curly.
The fact that you're already you're thinking about this.
Yeah,
already,
every single day I see your hair and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
God, I
The
don't
fact
know what
that
I'm
you're
gonna do.
fucking thinking about it means that you would do it.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll
I
do
don't
my
care-
research,
I
but
don't fucking care about your butt hair, okay? I don't want to hear about your butt hair is curly.
ew.
I don't want to hear about it. I feel sick.
You will be a great mom. Oh, thank you. Your chat's so nice.
Yeah, they can be.
They can be.
Okay, it's the same. My chat will shit on me though.
Yeah,
My
it's
chat
okay.
shits on me. So like, it's so funny. Anytime I'll have somebody on my stream, they'll be so nice to them, but they'll just be like, "You fucking idiot." It's just like very funny.
That's like
But,
Eric's
like,
community to him.
But I kind of like it because I feel like because then I feel like when people are nice to me in my chat, they mean it.
All right, now my chat's talking about fucking butt hair. Stop. That's disgusting.
I want to know, what are their opinions?
They said I was gonna say that I only have curly hair on my butt.
How does that work? Like your hair is straight.
I
but your
don't-
butt hair is
I don't
curly?
know. How do you shave butt hair? Question mark. You get it waxed. All right, now they're just fucking going off about butt hair. I shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, I started it, so it's my fucking fault.
Okay, but
Oh.
your chat's not even like.
No, because they're used to it.
Yeah.
My chat,
that's
I
true.
talk about like, oh god, my chat is so used to me talking about like how you poop. So like how you poop, how you wipe, if you use it like a bidet, how you clean your ass in the shower. I talk about that all the time on my stream. Too much, honestly. Thank you, A-Rod, for the 5 months. No, I seriously, I talk about my stream a lot about how you shower, how you wipe your ass. I've talked to somebody. They used, okay, listen to this. I feel like this is abnormal. They use a washcloth. Okay, listen. They have a washcloth. They wet with soap. They use it on their face and their body, and they use it on their ass last. Then they rinse out the washcloth, put a bit of soap in it, rinse it out again. But then the next day, again, they use it on their face, their body, and their ass. I'm like, you didn't actually wash the washcloth?
That's fucking disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
Ew. I bet their skin is awful. I bet their
And you know
skin's
what?
awful.
I got into an argument with them because they said every man does that. I was like, men don't do that. That's just you. They don't blame that on men. That's literally just you as a man
Ugh.
doing that. That's not all men. Not all men. Not all men are
Ew.
washing themselves with a poo cloth.
Ew.
Poo rag. I got in a huge argument.
Ew.
And Twitch chat agreed with me, but I can't tell if they were just agreeing because they were like embarrassed, like they didn't want to admit that they use a poo rag. But I feel like that is
Can't
not normal.
say that I've ever done that.
Yeah, I've never done that in my fucking life.
Eric
I
uses a loofah.
I wash, like, when it comes to my asshole, I wash that with my hands, and then I wash my hands after, because I feel like everything, if I was to use another object, that's contaminated.
Yeah,
right?
you'd have to wash that. Mm-hmm.
You have to wash it with your hand. Like,
That
you have to
makes
use your
sense.
hand on your ass. Am I crazy? That's
Who
I feel like
washes
that's
their
not
face with a rag? Use your fucking hands. Actually, rags are great for washing your face because it exfoliates your dead skin off. Your hand won't do
That's
that.
true. There's nothing wrong with that. The wrong thing is using that same washcloth on your
Yeah,
ass.
wash
That's
the fucking
problem.
washcloth and
Or
then
just
use it again.
2 washcloths, have like a brown washcloth for your
Ew.
and, like a white one for your face. I don't fucking know. That's not
Ew.
normal. You just like, I don't know. That's just not normal.
It's funny that we're complaining about this, but like 300 years ago, like they would shower like once a month,
That's
like in the creek. They would just go and shower in the creek, and that would be it. and we're complaining about washcloths.
So fucking true. It's funny you're talking about this. I watch like little when I'm like at work. I'm just fucking bored, so I listen to like this weird history channel on YouTube, and one of them was like like the hygiene habits of peasants, and it was like talking about it, and like
Ew.
peasants bathed if they could like once a week, but they were like also infested because their beds were just made of straw, so their beds were like infested with lice and like I don't know, bed bugs.
Ew.
Their beds were just infested with that stuff.
That'd
And
be
they had to,
awful.
like, yeah, they would try and put like lavender and other herbs like in their straw to get rid of the lice
God,
and the bed bugs.
thank God we live now.
I know.
I
Thank God we live now.
I
'Cause it's
couldn't
actually
have
funny
done
to
it.
say what they had to do. And it's like talking about like what women did for their periods. Like they would take a twig and put some muslin cloth around the twig and put that inside. I'm like, ugh, like
Oh my
fucking
God.
There's tampons and
Oh
a twig
no.
on my vagina. Like, I feel
Oh my
sick.
God.
Like, what is
No, back in
that?
the day, like back in like biblical times, they wouldn't even like use anything.
just
They would
free
just bleed.
freely, just
Ugh.
everywhere. It's so
Ugh.
gross. It's
Ew.
so gross.
I
It's
love
funny
being a
when, like,
girl.
they would like ostracize them. They would like put them in their own separate area because
What the fuck?
period. No, they didn't do that because on their period they knew that they would just free bleed. So they're like, well, you have to have your own segregated. They would segregate us.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did that.
And it happens like a fourth a month too.
Yeah,
Like that's a fourth of your life that you're being
the
segregated
rest of
because you're
your
a
life.
woman.
You just bleed. It's like,
Oh my God.
yeah, you just fuck off. It's
They
like what they would
they make
do.
crazy stuff now. Like you can get period underwear,
Mm-hmm.
which I've heard about. It's like underwear that you just wash and it just collects all of your stuff.
And it's antimicrobial.
Yeah.
I've seen they have like they put like silver. I'm not playing COD. They put like silver or copper or like antibacterial
To
and
help
if
with
they
that, yeah.
yeah, and then if you just wash it, it's fine. But God, it's so funny we're talking about. I'm probably gonna start my period tomorrow, so it's funny. Of course, we're talking about this.
What if someone pulls your pants down at work though? What the fuck does that have to do with anything that we're talking about?
Why would someone do that?
I don't
Like,
know,
so
but what does that have to do with a period?
yeah,
What?
so we sue them for sexual harassment? Like, hello?
Someone
Like,
said, dude, I'm closing this stream. The stream's not for everybody. We're just talking about shit.
literally, fucking Eric, I'm sure, shit his pants on stream. And you can't deal with talking about a period.
Yeah,
Shut the
true.
fuck up. I have a
True.
giant blood stain on my crotch. Like, you can hear me talk about blood. You literally had a paper cut before. Like, fucking chill. You
No,
can
I
handle
think
this.
he's like 12, so he doesn't understand fully.
You can handle this, and if it's time for you to learn, like you will be a better partner. You'll be a better boyfriend if you can handle this.
He is 12. He doesn't know what a period is. No, he is. Whoever said that was like a kid. Brit has to buy 2 different sizes of diapers lamonting. Oh, for Eric and Emmy? That's true. I had to wear diapers after I gave birth. I had to wear diaper.
I feel like this is never talked about, but I feel like that's
for
pretty
2
normal,
weeks.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Postpartum is never talked about, and I had no idea until I was experiencing it how awful it is. So that's just like a whole nother thing you have to look forward to if you have kids.
I've read, it's weird, I've like learned a lot about having kids because I've like thought about
having kids.
I've thought about having kids quite a bit because I'm such a person. Before I do anything, I like read a shitload about it. Like the first time I smoked weed, I like sat down, and I read for like hours.
The pros and the cons.
And, like I'm such a weird person where like I have to know everything about it. So I thought about like, do I want to have kids? And I like sat down and read about it and postpartum just sounds
It's awful.
it sounds fucking terrible, and I just, like, I have so much more respect, like, I feel like there's not enough respect for mothers, to
No,
be
there's. I
honest.
don't think there is.
I'm just
No.
I just feel like there's just, like, a thing too, where it's so easy for men to be like, "Oh, I want kids," and I'm, like,
Yeah,
looked at
they
it
get off, and that's
like
all they have to
like,
worry
yeah, all they have
about.
to do is fucking come, like, okay, yeah, if I could just come and have a baby, I'd be fucking yeah, I'm down to have kids too.
I
All I
mean,
had to do was
it's
come.
obviously worth it.
Yay.
Everything I've gone through, it's so worth it. But
Well, it's like
it's
every mom
hard. They don't talk
says,
about
right?
the hard
Yeah,
things.
it's like what every mom says, but I was just like, okay, but like, what is it really? And just like reading about shit like labor and fucking postpartum and like
Yeah.
postpartum depression and like all this
Oh
shit.
yeah, I've been going
I'm just
through
like,
postpartum depression. It's been fucking
eh,
sucking. You
and
bleed
like
for like 3 weeks too after you have a baby. No one tells you that. A solid month, you're just bleeding. You have to wear a diaper.
I feel like that shit's scary. Like
I
you're
was
just going through this, like,
swollen for like 2 weeks. I had to wear like a giant ice pack pad
oh
so
my
I could
God.
sit down and not have like cry because of the pain. And then you have to take care. The worst part is that you have to take care of a newborn while like going through all of this.
Yeah, your fucking genitals are like on fire.
Yes,
and
everything's hurting,
like,
and then
and
you're
like
like
your friends that's just
breastfeeding for the
shitting
first
and fucking
time, and
screaming. You're like, okay. I feel like everyone just talks about
Mm.
breastfeeding, like, oh, it's just breastfeeding. Whereas like reading about breastfeeding, I'm like, dude, that shit sounds like it hurts. Like nipples are sensitive. I don't want a baby like it sounds painful having
so
to breastfeed.
someone said, I assume it's just for the first time though? Question mark. No. No. Every time you have a new baby, you go through that shit again. Like, what? I had stitches, so I mean, it's different for everyone. Some people recover fast, some people recover a lot worse than I did, so I was probably in the middle, I would say.
I honestly, I feel like that's fast. The fact that you had a fucking baby and you
Push,
we're dealing with like
push
ice pack for
this
3 weeks. I feel like that's
thing,
not
this
even long
big
enough.
out of
Dude,
me.
I've had sex where I've had to use an ice pack for 3 days.
Yeah,
Like,
because the guy was too big. Yeah, yeah. Imagine a fucking
3
baby.
weeks isn't long enough.
And Emmy was small.
She was like,
I couldn't imagine having like an 8-pounder. Emmy was 6 pounds and 4 ounces, so I got lucky.
Jesus, I've heard people having like 10 pounds.
My
I'm
friend
like,
had a 9-pound baby, and she almost had to have a C-section because he wouldn't fit through her pelvic area.
like her bones.
Yeah, so yeah, the baby fits through your pelvis. I almost had to get Emmy vacuumed out of me because she wasn't going through. Her head wasn't falling like it should have.
See, the shit is why I'm like, oh
Yeah.
God. Did you get like an
Yeah.
epidural or like
I
anything?
did. Thank God for the
I would have been
epidural.
like, inject me, stab me.
Yeah. So I got induced. So they manually dilated me to 4 centimeters. And that was the worst part
You
of
have
it
to be
all.
like around 10, right?
Yeah, 10 is when you can start pushing, and they got me to 4 centimeters, and the pain medicine wasn't working. I was in so much pain.
I'm so
I could not
sorry.
imagine going to 10 centimeters without medicine. Like, oh my God, I probably would pass out from the pain. I was like crying.
You pass out. People shit themselves, piss themselves,
That's true.
pass out.
That's
Like
true.
it's fucking full blown. Like
I
I want to die.
Oh God, it was awful. Eric didn't sleep because I was just like, hold my hand and talk to me. Like I couldn't sleep at all. And then once I got to 4 centimeters, they
Oh, he actually did that though.
yeah, he was
He's
great.
fucking better. I'm glad
He
that
fed
he's-
me ice
he's fucking
chips because that's
better.
all I could eat for like a whole day.
Oh, that's nice. He did that. See, this is
yes,
why
no.
I thought Eric was a good guy, and the fact that he actually did this, like,
No, he
I
was
hope
great.
you guys been okay, good.
And-
Because I would be pissed at him. I would be like, Eric, you fucking didn't feed her ice chips? What the fuck?
And
Like,
the
I'd be
worst part for
mad.
me though is like he wanted to watch the birth, and I didn't want him to watch because I didn't want him to feel less of me.
Did he see or
He
no?
was, oh yeah, he was so into watching. He was so like her hair was showing, and he was like so fucking pumped. He's like, you got this. She's like, just keep going, keep pushing.
Aw, actually super sweet.
And he watched her be born,
cute.
and then he cut the cord and all that. And
He did. That's
yeah.
actually really cute. That is so. You guys are such a cute couple.
Oh,
That's why like,
thanks.
when I see you guys streaming together, I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
No.
Like I'm glad. I remember when you guys first met. It's so funny now. I remember talking to you both individually, and I remember you being like, "I really like him. Like, I hope this works out."
Oh no, I remember that. I remember that.
And I remember talking to him individually. He's like, "I really like her. I hope this works out." And I was like, "You both are on the same page."
And then we got pregnant.
I remember being there like, no, you both like each other. Like, it's gonna work. Like, I remember just being like, you both, like, you're on the same page. Like, it's good. It's gonna be fine. I just remember, like, being there like, no, it's gonna happen.
No, I mean, no, we were dating, like, before I left Austin. That's how fast it happened.
I remember the night we were out at fucking 6th Street.
Oh my God.
I was walking down the street. I was turning the corner. We were walking away from 6th Street, and Eric like he caught up with me. He's like, I want to ask her out. Do I ask her out? I was like, yes, ask her out. She's fucking amazing.
I didn't remember that.
No, because you weren't with us. He was trying to like talk to me privately. He was like, I'm scared. I want to ask her
I
out.
had lost my phone.
That was the night you lost your phone,
yeah.
and he was so scared to ask you out. And I was like, just do it. She's super nice. She's super into you. Like, I was trying to give him encouragement. I was like, she likes you. Ask her out. She really likes you. Ask her out, and you like her. Like, do it. And I remember being there, like, doing that, and I was wasted as fuck.
We were all fucking fucked up. Oh my God.
And I was like, no, I have a good feeling. Like, I feel like you two, like, actually get along. Like, I've been fucked up, but this is different.
I remember him. I think we were just walking down the street, and you were walking
down the street. He asked you out, and I was like, thank God.
But I kind of had to say it. I was like, so what are we? And he was like, I guess we're dating.
I remember just being like, you better not fuck this, because I hadn't known you that long, but I remember being like, you better not fuck this girl over, because this is a real one. I remember saying like, no, if you fuck this up, you're fucking it up like forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those, like, you fuck it up with a real girl, like, you're never gonna find a real girl. You know what I mean? Like, you don't deserve to have a real girl.
I'm a real girl.
That's a real girl. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you gotta ask her out. Like, fuck this.
Tricky, I don't know if you knew this, but when he asked me out, I said, what about Cutie Cinderella?
No,
did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't.
About I saw a clip before I came to Austin. I saw a clip of Cutie talking about how awful Eric was at sex with her. She was memeing, and I'm a normie, guys. Like, I did not know like that she was joking. Okay, so when I was
she's pregnant with a child.
Okay, I didn't see that. So if I had seen that, I'd be like, okay, she's trolling.
It's so funny. She was memeing about being pregnant.
No, she's hilarious.
She memed about she went to Austin and she got pregnant, but she didn't know who the father was, and she said it could have been Eric. And then she was talking about how bad Eric was. It's like there's this one clip, and she's like, "Yeah, Eric's awful at sex. He can't even make me come or whatever." And I was just like, "Oh damn, he's gotten around." and then I got to Austin, and like all week, Eric was like, "Oh yeah, Cutie Cinderella's coming next week," and I was like, in my head, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, I flew out here, and you're talking about another girl that you've had sex with coming to visit. And so when he asked me out, that's what's so funny about it is because Eric had no idea, because he genuinely was just friends with her.
He had no idea. I was like, in my head, I was freaking out. Okay, and he asked me out, and I was like, what about Cutie? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what about Cutie? I was like, isn't she coming to visit you? He's like, we're just friends. That was a meme. And I was like, what? Like,
where you would think, I'm like, so I'm sure it's a meme. Like, how dumb do you think I am? But it literally
I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know.
How would you know? That's the thing, though.
I was a normie, okay?
No, not even being a normie, though. People on Twitch are, like, so fucking fake that they could say, like, oh, that was just for content. But it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, no, she's funny though. Like, I can see why she was just trying to get some laughs.
Obviously now
I thought she was being serious.
Because if you don't know the person, what else are you supposed to fucking think?
Yeah,
that's not even you being a normie though. that's just you being not an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you see that? It's like, not even just you, Twitch viewers believe that shit. Like, that's not just you being a normie. Like,
Yeah.
people genuinely believe that. That's not on you.
That's
You
true.
know?
A lot of people believe everything they see on Twitch, and it's most of the time not like real
But,
life
like,
at
to be
all.
fair too, like, I would if I was you, I would have thought the same thing. You don't
Yeah,
wanna
like if you were in my
take the
situation, yeah.
benefit you have to take the benefit of the doubt, like, you wanna make sure that that shit's legit or not, you know?
Yeah, so that tore me
You're
up.
so
I was like,
cute.
I was so confused when he asked me out. I was like, but you still love Cutie. Like, what?
That's so fucking funny 'cause, like,
uh,
him and Kitty were it's like me and him, like, we're always just, like, friends, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
There's, like there's nothing
Yeah, like
there,
honestly,
that's
I didn't even know who you were at the time. I was like, oh, there's a girl staying there. I wonder if they're like a thing. Like, I didn't fucking know. And I got there and you all are like bros together. And I'm like, oh, okay.
that's what, like, makes it weird is
Yeah.
because, like, had you not because I too I didn't wanna be, like, the cock blocking friend, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he clearly liked you, and we had never had anything or would ever have anything, and it was just such a thing where it's like, I don't wanna be that guy where, like, I'm
No, and I
'cause
never thought that you
'cause,
were
like,
like that at
also, like,
all.
I didn't, like
Before I
yeah, I
got
don't
there, I didn't know. But once I got there, I was like, oh, she's cool.
yeah, you can just tell that I'm not
Yeah.
because I'm like, "I'm at it." Like but, like, it's also just more of, like,
Tricky's a
if I
hustler.
like, if I felt like you were a shitty person, I don't think I would have interfered, but I don't think I would have, like, I wouldn't how do you interfere? But I would have just said something like, "I don't trust her." You know what I like, I
Yeah.
would have said something to him,
Girls
like
can pick up on that.
yeah, like, I would have just said something if I felt like you were shady. I just would say, like, "I don't know, man, like, if you really like her, I'm glad, but I feel like she's a little shady." Like, I would have had to say something for my own conscience because
Aw.
it's like if I feel that, but I remember just being like, "Oh, this is so cute." I
Aw.
just remember being like, "Oh, that's nice." And then I remember being, like, almost defensive, like, I was defensive of him at the start, but then I remember being defensive over you. I was
Over
like,
me. I know.
because I remember the times we hung out, was you were like so I don't know. I just had such good
I
times, and I
remember
was like,
me and you
"We're
were
gonna fuck
talking
her over
private.
Eric. We're gonna talk in private." We have these like intense talks.
We
Like,
just talk shit
wait,
about Eric. I had met him
I
like
feel
I
like
had known him for like 3 days.
I feel like I've known you for so. It's you meet certain people, and I felt like I had known you for so much
I
longer than I really.
know. That
It's
week
one of
felt
those.
like a month, and it was just 5 days, but
It did,
it was so
and it's
fun.
like it's just one of those things where you just and I still trust you. You know what I mean? Like I would tell
Oh
I
yeah,
trust you.
I trust you too.
And I feel like it's funny because we actually haven't hung out that
I
much, but I
know.
trust you 100%.
I feel like
I
this
feel
is
like
long
we're gonna hang out
overdue. I've been wanting to
fun.
do this, but I had never like been streaming or
Same,
anything,
but
so.
I wasn't doing shit. Like I'm so actually socially isolated. I just like
Aw.
I go live to my own channel, but I don't actually talk to very many people. Like I just go
Yeah.
live to my own stream and I don't really talk to anybody else and I just go to my job. Like I don't
Yeah.
talk to anybody. And then when I saw you were on the Housewives podcast, I remember being like, shit, like am I like I don't wanna look like a leech. Like, I was, like,
No,
so
what the fuck?
I
No.
was so weird I'm so weird in my head. I was like I'm, like, in my head, like, "I don't wanna look like a leech." Meanwhile, I've been on stream with those people.
I know you on the Raw show. That's big.
I'm just, like, in a weird, like, mindset where I'm like, "Oh, I hope she knows that I actually just wanna talk to
Oh
her."
my
Like,
gosh, shut up. Stricky, shut up.
okay, can you see why I would think that though?
hmm
Right? Like, I don't wanna look like I'm
I
just
mean, a
trying to
little
talk to
bit,
you.
but
Yeah, like, I actually have just wanted to talk to you for
I'm the
quite a
same
while.
person. Just because I started streaming, I'm still the same.
No, I figured you were the same person, but I didn't want I didn't want myself to seem like a different person. That's what it is.
No,
Does that
you're
make
fine. Yeah.
like, do you still see
No.
me as
Yes, I
person?
see you the exact same.
Yeah, but that's, like,
But
my
now we can
paranoia.
do this and we can stream it, so that's cool. You know?
Yeah, but plus also I feel like we fucking hell. I was like, "Oh, let's go live at this time." Me talking to you for, like,
Oh
over
my
an
god, we were
hour.
talking for
We're
so
going live
long.
for an hour. Let's actually turn on stream.
It's what time is it for you? Like 10:30?
It's 11:30, so it's,
That's
like,
not
what?
bad. 2:30?
It's, like, 2:30? Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have to add to
No.
go to bed? When do you go to bed? Like, don't
Whenever I
feel
get
bad.
tired. No, whenever I get tired. It's actually Eric's morning tomorrow, so he's gonna watch Emmy so I can sleep.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay,
We
you picked a good
we
night. I'm
we
happy.
trade off every other night, right, Eric?
That's what
He's like,
Okay,
what? That's funny.
yeah. That actually okay, because honestly, I was a little bit concerned when I saw some of your streams together, and he'd be like talking, she'd be like, yeah, like Brit does like a lot of cooking and the cleaning and stuff. I'm like, oh no, you better be pitching in. Like you just had a kid, like you better fucking helping out. So it makes me feel better
It's
knowing
not
that
the
like
fact that he doesn't want to help pitch in, he just doesn't know how.
no, he needs to figure it out though. That's not enough of an excuse. He's
And I
not
like things done a certain way, and I get mad very easily if it's not done this like the way I want it to be done.
although he can fucking learn. I'm sorry, but like if
He
he's
he finally learned how to load a dishwasher.
okay, I don't think I ever talked to you about this, but I
What?
remember when I was washing dishes at
At
like
the
that place
house?
at the house, and I remember like putting and like just because their dishwasher was broken, so I filled up like the sink with dishes and soap, and he's like, "Wait, you use that much soap for the entire sink?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I used that on one plate." I was like, "Are you serious?" He was putting on each plate individually, like a tablespoon, like a full glob of soap
Oh my
on
god.
plate, and he was like, "That's why it took so long to wash off all the suds." I was like, "Are you fucking serious,
That
Eric?"
that you'll run through the soap if you
No,
do it like
no
that.
wonder, like, he's like, "I thought dish soap was so expensive." I was like, "Are you fucking
Oh
serious,
my
Eric? I need
god.
you to, like, wash?" That is, like, the basic so I 100% believe that he didn't know how to load a dishwasher, 'cause
Yeah.
that
I
was
do the
insane.
laundry though, just because I'm really picky. Like I could see him throwing in like blacks with whites and just ruining everything. So
No, no, I'm sorry, that is not picky, that's
I
just
do.
normal
It's
standard behavior.
normal.
You don't mix the picky would be like, "I can't have my cashmere with the lace." Like, that's picky. Just doing, like, black with like, having darks with, like, pinks and, like,
True.
yellows, yeah, no fucking
And
shit, you
but
can't
I
do
air
that.
dry certain things, and I feel like he wouldn't know what to like
To
hang
air
dry.
dry.
Yeah.
I think he could just run the, like, wash and
You
then
would
be like,
think
"Hey, I
so. You
ran"
would think so,
yeah, he
but
could just run the wash and then be like, "Hey, I ran the wash, you can hang it up," or whatever, you know what I mean?
true,
Because then he
true.
needs you to part way.
He does
No,
help
don't
clean the kitchen
no,
sometimes though.
I don't give him too much excuses. I feel like men get away with too much. Like, if it was a woman, you would be like, "Yeah, and she could easily do that." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would
Yeah.
assume that I would know how to do that. Why do
He
you
does
not
work a lot though, so I feel like
keep better keep
he's
working?
working and it's my
Right?
job to like
Be
feed
ready to
him.
smack him down. Like, be fucking working like she's doing all this shit.
Now that I'm working, I can have a little bit of leeway. I don't know.
I feel like people don't respect though how much women actually do when it comes to just dealing with a household and raising kids.
Oh,
It's a
especially
it's
with
a
a baby, yeah.
it's actually a full-time job and no
Mhm.
one wants to respect because literally you pay someone a full-time wage
Yeah, a
to
nanny.
nanny and you pay someone a full-time wage to be a housekeeper or like a maid.
Mhm.
Those are two jobs. You literally would pay someone full-time to do both of those things.
Yeah.
And you're not respected as a person who's doing that for free just because you're doing it for free because you're married to somebody. But that's literally the agreement of getting married is like you don't have to work because you do those things. Like it should still be respected. I'm sorry. That's actually really fucked up.
I
Those are
remember nannying, and like at the end of the day, I would be like, "Oh my god, thank God, I'm finally off." Like
yeah,
now that I'm
exactly.
a mom, like I don't get that luxury anymore. I can't be
Exactly.
like,
With the
"Oh, I'm
mom.
finally off
That's
work."
I hear
It's
so
all the
many people be
time.
like, don't you want kids?" I'm like, "I know what it's like to work
Yeah.
a fucking 8-hour and 9-hour shift and be like with a kid and be like, I'm so glad I get to go home. I know what it's like to be able to go home
Mhm.
and not like if you were actually a mom, you would be like, I can't go home.
And
Like
the
I just don't
parent
work.
that you nanny for, they work all day and then they come home and they work even more. Like if that
Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
the mom that
They don't really get a break.
they don't, and
No parent does.
they don't fucking sleep either.
Yeah.
Be
Does
like,
he
oh, the
sleep
kid.
okay? Like how does he
No,
sleep?
He sleeps like shit.
Really?
Yeah, like, he sleeps probably half the week. Like, half the week, he will sleep the entire night through, but then the other half of the week, they'll be like, "Yeah, he was up from 3 a.m. until 5 a.m., and we had to bring him into bed, and he was tossing and turning, so I didn't really get him to
Oh,
sleep."
thank
So,
God Emmy's a good sleeper.
that's their first kid was a good sleeper, and this is, like, their second kid,
Yeah,
and not.
dang.
It's super individualistic, I guess, but
Gosh. That's true. Every baby's different.
yeah, every baby's but yeah, it sounds I couldn't do it, dude. When he's being I guess it's different too because it's not my kid, but still, there are moments where he's, like, screaming and crying for, like, 20 minutes, and I'm, like, ready to choke him out. I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. I can't do this." But I can't imagine him doing it for 2 hours in the middle of the night.
Oh
I would be like
yeah, when you're sleep deprived, you're like a
I'm
whole
like, "I'm
different
going to prison."
person.
Like, I'm fucking going to prison because 'cause I'm gonna kill this kid. Like, I feel like people don't actually understand until they lived it. Someone's screaming in your ears and you're
Yeah.
exhausted and you're, like, just tired and you're hungry or whatever, like, and someone's just screaming in your ear for, like, fucking 2 hours. I don't feel like it's torture. It's literally psychological torture.
I feel like a bad mom sometimes because like in the morning I'll hear Emmy crying and I'm like I don't want to get up and I'll wait like a minute. I'll let her cry for like a minute just so I can have that minute extra. And
No,
I feel like such a bad mom.
no, it's not bad. I've actually been learning you're supposed to let them learn how to self-soothe.
Yeah, she's good at self-soothing now, but like it's hard when
You have to let them self-soothe a little bit. They can't, because otherwise they'll get too bad of separation anxiety as well. So
and
you're
the
not a bad
yeah.
mom for doing that because they can't be too, like, dependent
Yeah.
on you.
If she goes like over 5 minutes, I'll obviously go get her. But like tonight, she took a while to go down actually. She was crying for probably 20 minutes. But I went in there like twice. But now
Dude,
she's asleep.
I feel bad about it, but the parents have literally told me, they've told me, like, let him go for, like, a little bit. I'm like, how long? They're like, 15 minutes, let him cry. See if he cries it out. They'll tell me, like, do 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let him sometimes during nap if he won't go down. Because now he just has one nap, like,
They
midday.
fight sleep like so bad.
They will fight it, and he'll, like, sometimes cry, but then he'll tire him he will cry, and then he'll just cry himself to sleep almost, like, he'll just tire and I felt bad but they were like, "No, do it." Like, we don't want him to feel like someone always has to come in,
Because
and
then
I
he'll
was
get
like, "Okay."
used to it and then he'll never
Then he'll know to cry to have
he'll
somebody come.
expect
You know
someone
what I
to come at yeah.
mean? They, like, learn how to manipulate almost.
Good
So,
night, Panda.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Thank God she's a good sleeper though. We got really lucky. From like 1 month old, she slept like 8 hours solid.
No, that's good fucking good.
Yeah, so
But still, like, you're on with since when they wake up until they go to bed, you're on.
mm-hmm.
You know
12 hours a day.
Yeah, 12 hours, and that's assuming they go to bed on time. Like, they
Yeah,
might
and that's if they take naps. Sometimes they don't take naps.
exactly. Sometimes it might be longer than that. I
Kids
don't
are a lot.
They are a lot, and that's why I get pissed off when people in my chat, like, "When are you gonna have a baby?" Like, people just assume they're like, "You should, like why don't you have kids?" Like, I'll talk about how I, like, have depression, they'll be like, "You should have a baby, that'll fix your depression." I'm like,
Oh,
"No, that's
no,
not how
that actually amplifies it like 100%.
what I said. I felt like I don't think that's gonna make it better. If anything, that can make it worse. And also,
Yeah.
I'm responsible for another person. I don't want to give another person depression. You know what I mean? And then I was like also talking about like, dude, my mental like I'm a fully fledged fucking human being. My brain isn't as simplistic enough to like me have baby. My depression gone now. Like, no, what
No,
I'm
I don't think that
man,
happens to anybody.
hello? Like, life was that easy. I could just have a baby and then all of a sudden my depression's gone, but it's way like more complicated than that. And it's also
Everyone's
like
different too, so you don't know how your body's gonna react, honestly, in your mind.
yeah, exactly. I've actually so um this this makes me sound like a fucking insane person. But
Okay.
so I had like an episode of psychosis, and which everyone always associates with like being a psychopath. But what psychosis actually means is you can't tell the difference between like what's imaginary and what's reality. So I did too much acid when I was younger. I did like a bunch of acid like a bunch of times in a row, and then I couldn't tell like what was me tripping and what was real life. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
even though I wasn't taking drugs anymore, like I was 100% sober, but I couldn't tell. Like I just felt like everything was a dream. Like I just felt like
Wow.
life, which was like it's like Truman Syndrome. Have you seen the Truman
No.
Show? Okay, the Truman Show is like a movie with Jim Carrey, and he's basically in like a simulated reality where everyone's an actor and it's all a play and it's not actually real life. This is what I thought. I did too many psychedelics in a row, and I was like, how can I tell the difference
For how
between
long did that last?
6 months? It
Oh
was a
my
long time.
God.
Fucking insane. But what they say is once you've had psychosis once, there's actually you can get psychosis when you're pregnant. The people talk about postpartum depression, but there's actually postpartum psychosis, and there's like actually like gestational psychosis. So you can actually experience this like while you're pregnant because the hormones, right?
Oh shit, yeah. The hormones are
Pregnant.
crazy.
So like the hormones while you're pregnant and while after you give birth or whatever is still like lingering, you can actually experience this. So that's like one of the reasons where I was like, I can't have kids because what if I get psychosis again? Like I don't want to think I'm in the
That's
fucking
terrifying.
I don't want to think I don't want to become fucking crazy because I'm pregnant and then
Yeah.
fuck up a kid. Like that's so
I
fucked.
didn't know that at all. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I only knew this because I learned about my own fucking broken brain.
Oh.
I knew about this, but I was reading, I literally thought like after I had done like acid too many times, I thought that real life was just like a video game almost, and everybody I talked to was like an NPC, and like things weren't real, or like they were all actors in a play, and like I had to wake up. It's so hard to explain. Like I was just like it's so weird thing. But when you think about it, it's blurring the line between like dreams and reality. When you dream,
Someone in your chat just said she'd be out here putting kid in a dishwasher thinking it's a bath. Oh my God.
But it's weird when you actually sit down and think about reality. It's like, what is reality? What is a dream? What is the line between what is the distinction? You just go through life assuming things are absolutes, but you don't actually know what's happening. You just have those like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's so weird though.
You start to sound fucking crazy, but there's a line between like I feel like there's a line between crazy and just like actually accepting like no, life doesn't actually make sense. Like we're just born into this and we just exist and we just take it as we go and this is what it is and you're like, "Okay,
That's
but
deep.
what?"
I can't process that right now. That's really deep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I've never thought about it like that though. That's interesting.
I don't know. It's just like it creeps me out because you're just it's all input into your brain. You're all processing everything in your brain. So how do you know anything outside of your brain really exists?
True. Sometimes I feel like we're in like a simulation.
Exactly. It's a simulation theory. It like all fits in with each other.
Sometimes I'm like, I think we're in a simulation.
And it could very well be that we are in a simulation. There's no way to actually disprove it. That's actually a very valid theory.
No, I don't trust anything that, people say. Like, I'm just not gonna be like, oh, since the government says it, it's right. Like, I'm not like that. Yeah. Since like everyone thinks this, it doesn't mean it's right. That's how I think. I question everything.
Which is a good way of thinking.
I'm just very open-minded. Like,
it's healthy, right?
I mean, people say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just open-minded, and I just don't trust what you're programmed to believe, Or people say I question it.
It's crazy. People say you're like conspiracy theorist and you're crazy, but you look back in history and shit that actually were conspiracy theory, like confirmed conspiracy theories, like that the CIA actually did. You would look insane back then, being like, I think the government's doing this. You'd look insane. But that's what the government was actually doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, that's happening now, I feel like. And people, it just goes right over people's heads. And I'm just sitting here like...
Isolated insulin. Things are always incident.
Yeah.
Things are only gonna get worse from then
Yeah.
on. Right? Like it's not. It just happened then. It's like that happened then, and it's gonna.
I think
only
history
escalate.
repeats itself.
Better at it. 100%, and they're only gonna get better at it too because they have experience on their side. They're like, oh, this didn't work. Let's do this now. It's only gonna get. They're gonna get better at it with time instead of worse.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
you looked
know.
at
There's just
being like, I don't know, shit doesn't fucking add up. And
there's so many levels to what we're talking
Shit.
about. Like there's so many different things we could talk about.
Yeah, it's true. There's like a lot.
I
It's
don't
a lot.
know.
It's nice to,
My
like,
chat thinks I'm fucking nuts. Like I already know they think I'm
I
crazy.
mean, so does mine, but like,
Talking
I
about
feel like also people see to a point where I
How
feel
we're
like
in a simulation.
everybody has a little bit
oh
of this
no,
in them.
Do you think we're in a simulation?
no.
Do you trust the government? Do you trust the government, Eric? Please don't say yes.
Brittany.
Oh God.
No, see, he's just,
I'll see you in the Hunger Games, Eric. I'll be the one in the fucking arena, and you'll be the one like watching. Okay, that's what's gonna happen.
That's the thing though. He doesn't want to acknowledge it because he doesn't want to fucking think about it. He doesn't want to think about it because it's too much.
I'll see you in the Hunger Games. Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm the crazy person. I'm gonna go to the arena and get killed, and you're gonna watch and think it's normal. You know? Okay, never mind.
We're talking about simulation theory, Eric.
Yeah,
God.
and how the government's out to get us. And if you're
We'll
not
see
on your
what
side, then if you're not on their side, then you're the enemy, and
How
you're.
much have you drank?
I like 3 beers.
It's
This
literally 5 beers right there.
Eric, this has nothing to do with alcohol. This is how I think. He knows this is so tricky. I send him TikToks all day long, and he just ignores them. But he knows
No,
they're right.
Stop.
You need
What?
to watch.
Stop. What? Have you been drinking?
No.
Come say hi.
I'm not hard, bro.
You're hard?
No.
Oh my god,
Stop.
Eric. No, I'm just kidding. He is in a gray sweatpants, so you know. Say hi, Miss Tricky.
What up, Miss Tricky?
Hey,
Show your face.
can he even hear me? Or
We-
is he just saying
We-
hi?
he can't hear you. We've been talking about you, about Austin.
Yeah, I hear.
Oh shit, have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been banned in your chat.
Wait, you're still banned?
No, not anymore.
I banned him yesterday because they told me to.
He's not banned in mine.
That's funny. You're not banned, Miss Tricky's.
Why would I ever ban him? Be banning
Don't
him?
you miss her?
I
See,
did.
like if you ban him, it's funny. If I ban him, it's like what happened?
What the fuck? Yeah, people would be like,
That is
what?
like a friendship. Like they'd be like, "Wow, why does Miss Tricky hate Eric?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, nah, actually, fuck her." That's fine.
Aw. Can you hear her?
No.
Oh.
How much of it did he listen to? I'm surprised he listened to it.
How much have you been listening?
I don't know.
Why are you being weird?
I was playing UFC. I'm
I
tilted.
feel like
I'm sorry.
you're being weird and judging me right now.
No,
You can
I'm-
leave.
Hey, did he hear the part where I congratulated
got
him
my
on
ass
for at
whooped
least
in
being
UFC.
present for the birth?
Oh, she congratulated you about the birth.
About what bird?
About how you were so involved with me being born.
Oh, thanks, Tricky.
No, I think that's actually really nice.
You were there
I
like
feel like not.
feeding
No,
me
I'm
ice
100%
chips.
serious. I feel like
Yeah.
not enough men do that.
Why were
and
we
that makes
eating
me
ice
think-
chips?
What?
Why were we eating ice chips?
I couldn't eat food. You had to feed me ice chips because that's
yeah,
all I
yeah.
could eat and drink. It was awful.
That actually like I feel like so many men like they
He
they
did
wanna have
sleep
kid, but
a
they don't
lot,
want to be
though.
involved. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just easy for a guy to be like, oh,
Would
I
you
want to
want
have
me
a
to
kid,
sit
but then when
there
it comes
the
down
whole
to her
day?
giving
I
birth-
mean, he did sleep a lot. I will say that. I would look over and he'd be
That's fine.
passed out, and I'd be going through like a fucking contraction.
oh my god,
I'd be like, Eric, wake up! But he was there for like the main part, so I can't
That's good,
complain.
that's
I
good.
can't
Like,
complain.
ah, shit.
Brittany.
So
What?
it still
Banned
sucks
again.
because it's like, okay, even if he's there, it's like he doesn't experience the
Hmm?
pain.
I'm banned
You're
again.
still like you're the one who's doing it. You know what I mean?
Why are you banned again?
I don't know. One of your mods keeps banning me.
Yo, don't ban Eric. How do I ban you?
Stop it.
He made me stop.
I'm sorry, that's so fucking funny. Stop banning me.
What a lose. They're so mean to him. They're shitting on him right now in my chat. But these are all his viewers.
Can't even watch his own girlfriend stream.
He can't even watch my stream without being banned. So funny.
It's actually so funny.
We love him though, for love. I know you love him, but y'all give him such a hard time.
It's so fucking. That's what I like. I've said this before. His community. I'm not just like saying this to like farm chat. His community is actually my favorite community on Twitch. I've never seen like. Have you seen that though with other streamers? Like, not. It's not the same.
It's not the
like,
same, no.
And no, his is very.
This is
the only community
hilarious.
like that. It's literally the only community like that. I've never seen anything like. It's the funniest.
Oh, they're for loving you.
That's nice. But I genuinely mean that. They're so fucking funny, and it's the only community I've ever seen like that. It's so fucking funny to me.
Really? I mean, I guess I just don't spend enough time in other people's communities, but
No, seriously, look around.
they're by
and
far
know
the most hilarious.
They're fucking funny, and you can tell that it's like not too. It's mean spirited, but like not too far.
Like they actually care, but they're just
They actually
being
care.
hilarious.
You know, I remember one time. This was so long ago now, but like I did like because I would see people like do TTS donations and like do resubs and do like a mean like thing, and I did it once. Like I did like a joke that was like a mean resub. And
Yeah.
the chat just went in on me. They were so mean to me. They just like went super hard in shitting on me. I was like, dude, I was kidding. Like I was trying to be like you guys, and they took it as like
Oh
I was
no.
hating. They took it as like actually hating on Eric, and I was like, oh no. And I remember I was high as fuck off an edible, and I remember like
Oh
trying
my
not
god,
to
Miss
cry.
Tricky.
Like I remember like sitting there like, oh no, I was kidding, and I'm having like tears in my eyes, just high as shit, and be like, I was like, I could never go into the stream again, because I remember I'd always go into the stream where I'm high as fuck, and it was like my safe space, because I could just like. I don't know, but I was like high as hell one time when I did that, and the chat was just went in on me. I was like, ah, and I like turned off my computer. I just sat there like freaking out, like high as fuck.
They
I'll
love
never forget
you.
that. I'll never forget that because I was so freaked. Ever just been that level? You're like, ah, and like everything's scary.
Aw.
Like, messages in a chat, and I'm like, like, oh god, just losing my mind. So
We love
scared.
this Tricky for love. Yeah.
That's nice. But that actually freaked me the fuck out. I was like, I can never go to a stream again. And then like 3 months later, I was like, hi, and everyone was nice. I was like, okay, it was just that
No, they were kind of mean to me in the beginning too, and I didn't know
Were
that they were
they?
just joking. Yeah, they were. Guys, admit it. You were mean to me in the beginning. I don't know if you were joking or not.
I'm sure they were joking because they're nice to
I
you
think
now.
once I had Emmy, they kind of accepted me more.
But like I feel like it's a thing where they're like being protective of Eric because they don't really know.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Were you just being protective, chat? Is that it? Is that why you're so mean to me?
Thank you for giving 5 subs. No, I think it was a thing where it was like the same thing.
Yeah,
how I was
sure.
with Eric, right? Like I was the same thing where I was like protective of him, and then I met you. I was like, oh, she's cool. Like I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the same thing. Like they saw you, and at first they were and then they realized right away
Why does
Right?
Eric need so much protecting?
because he's a fucking idiot.
God, I mean, true. I guess.
Like, he's a good guy, but he's a fucking idiot.
Damn. Damn. So everyone needs to protect him at all costs because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not capable of doing anything.
He's like a good guy, but he is kind of a fucking dumbass sometimes.
Aww.
I feel like that's not a bad thing though. Like I feel like everyone's a dumbass to like an extent, and I feel like the more like accepting you are of that, the actual you can improve more as a person if you're willing to be like, ah, I fucked up, I'm a dumbass, versus just thinking you know everything.
Yeah. It's true.
Right? Or dumbass. Yeah, exactly.
No, they're They're being so nice. They used to call me Sid the Sloth, and they don't say that anymore. So we're making progress.
Thing that you said like people would bully you about?
Yeah,
And then you
when
said-
I was younger, I was called Sid the Sloth and E.T.
and then people just did that in chat because they thought that they
One
memed on that.
person was donated and said, "You look like Sid the Sloth," and everyone was like, "Holy shit, she does."
Oh my god, they just joined in.
And
'cause I
I've
was
heard that before,
oh
so I know it's fucking true. I just whatever. I don't
I
look like
never
him that much.
You definitely don't. They literally just pick like one thing that vaguely like they're trying to like
Yeah.
they're just desperately trying to find one thing. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It's
yeah.
like
They love to picnic at
a
any.
brother. It's like a brother picking on a sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're just trying to find like one thing. They can
Chat's
fucking-
it's very easy for them to find that one thing you're insecure about and just shit on you for it for like the
And you
rest
know
of your
the
life.
things that I never even was insecure about. They like picked up things that I didn't even know was a thing. I would have people in chat
And then
be
they
like, "You-"
become a thing. Like,
yeah, it becomes. I
yeah.
have people in chat be like, "You have really small nostrils." I was like, "What?" What the fuck?
Okay.
Small nos? Like, oh, can you even breathe, Lord Voldemort? I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Like they would just, I never noticed my nostrils before, but they would straight up just be like, okay, Lord Voldemort ass. I was like,
Shit. What the fuck? Wait, Britt has one nostril bigger than the other?
see, they notice shit that's just insane. I'm like, what are you talking? Oh, if you do have that, I have the same thing. I noticed it after they mentioned the nostrils.
They're the
thing, I
same
started-
size, bitch.
No, they're not. I have one side that's smaller than the other. They're not the same.
Wait, yours are not the same, but mine are, I think.
Mine aren't the same. Definitely not. I feel like that's true. Yours are the same. I can't tell. I think
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
they're trying to be like. They're just thinking like wrong.
I do
like,
have this eyebrow is a little bit lower than this eyebrow.
but they say
If you want to get
eyebrows-
technical.
they say that eyebrows are supposed to be like cousins, not twins
Yeah, sisters.
or sisters. That's what it is. I fucking can't tell. My eyebrows are just fucked. I drew them on really
Like an
quickly.
extra sit at the angle. Thank
Actually.
you. Yeah.
Hers are fucking fine.
Uh, tell me about how you were bullied when you were younger.
Okay, in what way? Okay, it sounds like such a brag too. This is why it's hard for me to like talk about in a weird way, is because it sounds like a bragging. But I was bullied a lot when I was younger because I was too skinny. I know that sounds weird,
I got that too.
but kids would be like, "You're anorexic, you're bulimic." Like they would like make, and then they'd be like, "You have no tits." Like they would like say, kids would say shit like, "You're flat chest, so like you're gonna have to be a lesbian because no man like will like." Like they would say shit like that. Like no
My
boys ever gonna date
goodness.
you because you have no tits. Like they would say shit like that and be like, "You're gonna be a dyke when you're older." They would say shit
Oh
like that.
my god.
I actually realize now how mean this is. But,
Yeah.
like, as a kid, I was like, "Oh, I feel bad."
Oh,
I didn't know. Like,
Hey.
you don't know kids,
oh
like, how
no.
ruthless. They're so ruthless, actually. I get called bully, which is super fucked up. I like never had an eating disorder as a kid. I was just like super skinny. Like I still am. Like I just like have that body type
Mm-hmm.
where like I have like a small like I don't know. I'm just like tiny. And as a kid, like they would just go in like, "You're anorexic, you're bulimic," and that's actually so fucked up. Because imagine if a person was actually anorexic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't, but imagine if I was. Like that's so fucked.
I had a teacher tell me that I needed to go eat a cheeseburger.
Yes, that's always the fucking go-to thing they say. Go eat a cheeseburger.
Go eat a
Why do you
fucking
McDonald's
burger.
fucking time?
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm 12 and I'm on Ritalin and I'm sorry that I don't have an appetite. And I weigh like 90 pounds and I'm 12.
that shit bothered me so much because like, yeah, I fucking eat a cheeseburger. Like 300, 400 calories of a cheeseburger isn't gonna make me gain 10 pounds overnight. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Teachers are
They have
mean. Some teachers are mean.
I actually had like it wasn't like my mom or anything, but like a friend's mom. It wasn't even a friend. It was a girl I knew. It was a girl in my class who I was kind of cool with, but her mom called the school board and told the school board and like the principal that I had an eating disorder because I was so skinny, and she used to call me shrimp
Oh my gosh.
It's like, what the fuck does that? I'm a shrimp? What does that mean? That was weird. I don't know what that was about, but I had to deal with that. And then I had to defend myself saying I didn't have an eating disorder and I was just small for my
Yeah.
age. I hit puberty really late. So I didn't like have tits until I was like 16, 17, which is like obviously fucking late. And so like that those entire years, I was just obsessed with getting breast implants because I would get bullied so much for being flat chested. Like
Aw.
all the time. I constantly kids would be like, "You have no tits!" Ha ha ha! Like, I'm just like nonstop.
Oh my god.
Oh my
There's
god!
like 40-year-olds that still have A cups. They're just smaller.
I know, it's so weird. It's so weird. And I remember like being obsessed with like, well, do like the other women in my family have tits? Like I remember being like, does my grandma have tits? Does my mom have tits? Like I remember like looking at like my family was like,
Aww.
no. I remember being like, everyone has boobs except me. I was like, am I gonna get boobs? Please get boobs. Like I don't want to be. I have to get breast implants. Like I was like, and this was when I was like 12. Like that's actually so
It's
fucked
very
up.
inappropriate.
12 years when you're 12 years old, you're like thinking about breast implants. Like what the fuck? I should have just been like playing with like Legos
Yeah.
and Barbies. Like I shouldn't have been thinking about, am I gonna have tits when I'm older?
I feel like it's a lot worse now.
And I
Like
never had. It is
like girls, I've noticed like
Insta, it's so bad.
like on TikTok, like little girls are so concerned about the way they look. And their role models are like the Kardashians. That's not
It's
reality.
It's so sad.
So that really fucks up your mental like self.
Dude, my mental was already fucked up enough, and I didn't have to deal with what these kids have to deal with now.
Yeah, like society's kind of fucked. Like the
Well,
way that they
okay,
portray girls.
I have to ask you now. What was your bullying? You asked
Oh
me mine.
God.
I went
I'll
fully-
tell you some stories, okay? Oh, so I went to a very different school than normal people. I went to a private school
Okay.
for creative and performing arts. So like everyone there was like super book smart and very talented, whether it be like dance. There were dance majors, there were drama majors, vocal majors, art majors. I was in art. That was my major. So you have to
Okay.
audition to be in the school, and then for like 9 years you're like going through like your major and focusing on
do
that.
You would just audition once to get in, and then you're done. You don't have to audition.
Yeah, I auditioned in 4th grade. That's the earliest they take you is 4th grade, and I got in. And then you go through high school, so 9 years, 4th through 12th grade.
Jesus, that's
Yeah.
a long time with one school.
Yeah. And it's a small school too. It's like 50 kids were in my class.
Okay.
So everyone already was pretty, I don't know, like different.
I feel like already that sets an environment of like competitiveness.
Oh
though,
yeah,
'cause
for sure.
you're like auditioning to get
Like
into a
everyone
fucking-
has talent to an extent in the arts there, but
So I feel like that breeds like a really
and
don't know.
I was like, so me and Eric were actually watching y'all remember the movie Cheaper by the Dozen? Do you remember the movie
Oh, is
Cheaper by the Dozen?
Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, no, Hilary Duff's in it.
Oh, it was, and with the 12 kids.
Yeah, so there's this one of his daughters is like the biggest tomboy, and that was literally me growing up. And then like in high school is kind of when I started wearing makeup. I wore my hair in a ponytail every single day from like youth to like high school. My friends were only boys. I didn't associate with girls because they were mean to me, and I was like a weird nerd little girl who liked to talk about like other shit. So like I liked like hanging out with the guys.
No, I had the exact same thing. And then when I entered high school, the guys like stopped hanging out with me as much because they wanted to like talk to girls that they like wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're just
And I
like
was,
the
like,
friend.
I was just like a weird girl that I was like friends with them, but they didn't want
Yeah.
to fuck me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I became like second, like I don't know.
I don't
wasn't
know. I don't know why people
like hang out with. So then it became like shitty because girls didn't want to hang out with me and the guys didn't hang out with me as much, and I was just kind of a loner. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of what I went through. I don't know why people like to pick on me, but they just did. Let's see. I remember eating breakfast at school, and this one girl who would like really pick on me the most, she like came over to me and she put my like milk, like my milk carton into my hood. And I didn't know that she did that, I guess. And I was like looking for my milk, and I like bent over to look look under the table, and it dumped on top of my head, like freaking strawberry milk all over my head.
That's so mean.
I know. And then she also like picked me up and like threw me, like actually physically put me in the trash can. And then every time I would pass her in the hallway, she would do this and be like, "E.T. phone home." Because I guess I look like E.T., which is funny because of my eyes, whatever.
You don't fucking look like E.T. Like, these kids are reaching. I'm sorry, these kids are fucking reaching. But it's actually so, like, I always think about, like, no, it doesn't matter, like, what her life was like. But I always think about, there's no way that kid had a fucking normal childhood.
I remember her apologizing to me when I was in high school. It was like, she was like graduating high school, and she was like, "I'm sorry. That was wrong."
I feel like there's no fucking way that kid had normal shit going on if they were doing that to you. But at
Yeah.
the same time, like, dude, I had fucked up shit happening to me, and I wasn't doing that to other kids.
She thought it was funny, and I was too shy to speak up. I was just like,
That's what I was. Like, fuck, man, I took so much shit. And like, it's when you're talking about earlier how like you feel like I'm funny or whatever. My defense mechanism is like, kids would shit on me, like they would just make fun of me and lay into me, and I would turn it into a joke too. Like, I would be like, "Ha, you're right," and like I would try and one up almost their joke.
oh yeah, to make it less as
because it's less of a sting where it's
Yeah.
like, haha, you can't fucking affect me because like I already think worse about myself. Almost, do you know what I mean? It's like almost like you're competing with that. You're like telling like, oh, I can joke about like how shitty I am. Like I don't give a fuck type of attitude. It's like this defense mechanism is like, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. Like, haha, I make fun of myself. And I would laugh at like all the insults they would say to me.
Yeah.
And then I would like, almost one up them and like making fun of myself. And it like, it's super unhealthy, but I guess it also like developed my sense of humor in a weird fucked up way.
Yeah.
You're just laughing through the pain.
I feel that. I feel that. Kids are fucking mean. Okay, I don't know why they're so mean. I think it has to do with their parenting, but
And like my parents, that's the other thing too. I didn't even get to like go home and like be away from that. I feel like that's too why I was like a target for bullies, because my parents would lay into me. Like, I would
really.
come home from like kids bullying me at school, and my dad would be like, "Christ, what an ugly child." And my dad's like kidding, but I'm
Tricky.
like shit on all day by other
Oh my
kids.
god.
And, like, my dad's like trying to like joke. Like, my dad was kidding. Like, my dad talks about all the time about how like I'm the most important thing that's ever happened.
Okay.
In my life.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
like
that's
a
good.
daughter, but like that still fucks with you as a kid when you come home and your dad's like, "Christ, what an ugly child," and he's like kidding, but it's like, dude, I feel like as a kid, even as a child, you're like, maybe you're 50% kidding, but like 50% you're serious.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually a hideous child. And like my mom is actually like, my dad is like super fucked up as a person, but I don't think my dad's a bad person. Whereas like I feel like my mom is actually just really my mom's just so fucked up in the head that she's actually just so crazy that she is kind of shitty. I don't know how to explain this. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time I can't feel sad for her, because like my mom's just said really fucked up things to me that's like I'll never forget. Like, I remember being like 14 and crying and being like to my mom and being like, "I'm suicidal, Mom, like I don't know what to do." And my mom laughing at me while I'm crying hysterically and be like, "You should kill yourself." It's like, I'm never gonna have a good relationship with my mother. Like, fuck her.
Oh my
But
god. What
just-
the fuck?
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm like, dude.
I'm like, I
whoa.
can't process like saying that to. I could never say that to Emmy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it's just like my mom has like been so abused. She's the point where she's like a sociopath. Do you know what I mean?
You know,
Where
yeah. I
someone's
mean,
so fucked in the head.
that's usually how it is, though. Like when parents are
literally a
abusive, it's
person
because
again.
they didn't have that.
Exactly. She had nothing. So it's like, I can empathize with the fact that she had nothing, but I still like can't be close with her because I know she's fucking psycho.
That's
and like
sad.
she
I'm
frightens
sorry.
me. Does that make sense? Like, she scares me as like a person. Like, I'm afraid of my own mom.
Wow.
Like, you're insane. Like, you scare me. But it's like a type of thing where I feel like you can, I don't know, you can like take that and I could either become like that person or I could be like, I'm never going to be anything like you.
Yeah. Take it to a
You
grain
just
of salt and just be different.
Yeah, so I don't that's also why I got bothered by the excuses like, well, they were abused and that's why they're like, I'm like, I was abused, but I'm never going to be like I'm never going to say that to I would never say that to somebody. Like I was
Yeah.
abused, but I
Oh
don't
my
want to I'm never going
gosh.
to be that person. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to take that because it's like then that's the thing where it's like, well, so I was abused, so now I'm going to be shitty? No, I don't think I'm shitty. Like was I shitty? I feel like I'm nice. Like I try hard to be nice, you know? I
Damn.
don't know. It's that sorry, that's deep.
No,
Sorry,
that's sad. I'm so
it's a long
sorry. I couldn't imagine my mom saying that to me. Like, what? I'm very, very
feel like
fortunate to have a good relationship with my parents. And
I
not
feel
everyone
like
has that.
not everyone and I feel like I lost out on that with my mother, but I feel like the thing that kept me sane was like I had that with my dad and I had that with my brother. Like it's not like my entire family. I feel like when your entire family is like that, that's when you like turn out evil.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like I
Yeah.
had family members that were still good to me, so I
Well,
didn't.
good.
Yeah, but
It still sucks.
I just it still does.
My mom's
suck
my
and
best friend. Like, I could not imagine.
I feel like that's a lot. That's like normal, right?
Yeah,
Like for
no, it
me,
is.
my mom is, and you see, like for me, if I was to just say like I don't like my mother out of context, I feel like I look like the asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like out of context, if I say I don't like my mom, I look like I'm the piece of shit and I'm the asshole. But if you know the full context, it's like,
The opposite.
can you blame me? Like,
Yeah.
the fact that I'm that polite about it is like.
And you're still young. Hopefully, you know, that can change. I don't know if it could, but
I've given up on that.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad way. I don't think that's a bad way of thinking. It's not healthy to like lose hope, but it's also like it's hard to keep
But don't
hope.
get your hopes up and let them be crushed every time
Like,
too.
it's painful to like have hope that like, oh, maybe one day I'll have a close relationship with. I've gotten to the point where like
My
you're
chat's
never
crying right now. They're like really upset.
See, I'm not depressed. I don't think depressed.
They're so sad. It's okay, chat. It's okay.
I'm sorry. That's why like I've turned into like the class clown is like I do want to make people laugh because I know what it's like to feel pain and it fucking sucks and I just want other people to like be happy. That's also why I love Robin Williams so much. Do you like Robin Williams? I fucking love him.
Yeah, I was really upset
like,
when he died.
Right? And I feel like that's such a person where I fucking love Robin Williams so much because he was a person who was in so much pain and he was just trying to make people happy and I relate to that so much.
Well,
like I get so emotional about his death because he was just he seemed like a good person.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck bullying.
Yeah, fuck bullying.
Fuck bullying. Why can't you just be nice? Like, it's not that hard.
It's actually not though. I feel like it's easier to be nice than it is to be mean. I feel like it takes effort to be mean.
But it's always like the bullies that have the most problems.
It is though. They don't know anything besides pain. That's why they spread pain, right? That's like all they know.
It's like a defense mechanism. Like they can't that's the only thing that they can control. Like their lives are so awful that that's like the only thing they feel like they can control is like causing pain on someone else. And it's unfortunate, but
yeah, that's true. Because their lives are like out of control.
Yeah. So
that's so true. Yeah, it's really sad.
But I mean, there's a lot of people that go through it. For sure.
I definitely like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm perfect and I've always been like nice.
Yeah, I mean I've not been nice to everybody, but
dude, there's moments where as a kid I played so much like violent ass. Like I remember playing like Mortal Kombat and Double Dragon. I would go into school and be like, fight me, and I'd be just like punching kids. Like I would just be fighting kids, like punching and kicking the shit out of kids. Like I wasn't like verbally mean to kids ever, but I would just be like, fight me. I'd be like trying to punch children. Like
oh my god.
I'm like a kid too, but I'd be like, fight me. Like that would be my way of being like, let's get this resolved. Like,
that's funny.
I don't know. I didn't like know how to like. I had to. have an outlet for it somehow, like
Yeah.
and like I feel like as a girl too, that made me so socially outcasted. Like as a guy, that's okay, but like as a girl, I was like trying to fight girls and be like, get away from me, you psycho. Like I was trying to fight guys, and they were like, okay, you weird bitch.
You were
Like
bit.
I was like to both people, like you don't win from that. You're just
Ugh.
weird to everybody, no matter what.
I'm so happy I'm done with being adolescent.
Same, dude. Sorry, my headphones are going. I gotta find my other headphones.
Oh, okay.
Give me one sec. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny though. That we both. I mean, I feel like that's normal though to be bullied. I almost get like freaked out when people aren't bullied. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I've met more people. I've met more people that bully than are bullied. I feel like that's just my experience, though.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
That's actually really sad.
I know. I think it's just the school I went to was a little bit different.
Me also, I feel like a lot of people don't want to like admit, like it's kind of embarrassing to be like, yeah, I was fucking bullied.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's still like it still brings trauma to me. Like I don't know why, but it affected me forever.
I mean, same. Like, I feel like you just casually brought it up, and I went into like a 30-minute like, fucking rant, and just casually like, "Hey, how are you bullied?" I was like, "Oh, let me tell you, I was bullied." It was
Oh
like
shit!
30 fucking minutes of me just be like,
Aww.
"Ah."
You weren't just
But-
bullied by your friends; you were bullied by your family too.
yeah, it was
Hard.
like, I don't. You know what though? Like, as I'm talking, I feel like that's more common than people want to admit. Like I know I've met and I've talked to other people that they also, and that's why they were targeted at school, is because you could already tell that they kind of had like a weakened like self-esteem because they were already being
Yeah, they're easy
that's how you become
targets.
a target. That's how you're an easy target, because they
Yeah.
can already fucking see that you're fucking beat down by your own family, and then you come to school and you're vulnerable, and they fucking see it, they sense it, they sniff up that shit, and they're like, that little bitch. Like they got some shit going on.
Yeah, and it's not even you; it's like everyone else that has the problem because, like,
I wasn't, and exactly, I wasn't a fucking perfect angel. Like I said, I was trying to fucking punch out kids at school. But you don't know any better. You're a kid. You've no the only example you have is like your parents and your peers. Like
yeah.
that's it. So you don't know any better.
Why it's scaring me, like the new generation, like they're acting like adults and they're only like 10.
And honestly, that fucking freaks me. It makes me think of like pedophile Hollywood. Like that's what that shit makes me think of, is like you are pedo bait right now.
Yeah.
You are like a pedo.
It's like you think you're mature, but you have no idea.
You have no fucking idea.
I thought I was mature when I was 22, and I've learned so much since then.
Exactly.
Like,
you sound so paranoid and so fucking crazy, but like that's literally what a pedophile wants, is like a kid who thinks that they're older than they are, and they like think they're more mature, so they're dating somebody who's older because they're mature for their age. That is the perfect fucking pedo bait. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
And then they're like dressing like they're older, so then there's plausible deniability to be like, oh well, I thought they were older than they really were because X, Y, Z.
It means not having a cell phone. I've already decided. She's not having a phone.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was 18.
I didn't get one till halfway through high school, just because I was in band, like marching band, and I needed one for like practice and stuff.
Makes sense.
But I didn't have texting for like 2 years after that. Like I could only call for like 2 years.
We didn't have the fucking technology, baby. Like,
yeah.
Now there's fucking phones.
Oh my god, there's like 5-year-olds with texting, and I'm like, that I don't know. That's scary to me.
That is scary. It should be.
Like how much freedom. I mean, I've heard of like little kids being targeted by like groomers and stuff.
When I was fucking 10 years old, I'm gonna say, I've joked about this, but I'm half joking, half fucking serious, because it's something that like I can joke about now as an adult. But I remember being 10 years old, 11 years old, and going on AOL chat rooms, and there was literally pedophiles
Mhm.
talking to me because I was just 10. I'd be like, I'm 10F Canada. Like I would just tell people like how old I was and that I was a female from Canada. And there was literal pedophiles that would fucking add me on AIM instant
I remember
messenger.
AIM. I talked to a boy on AIM. And my mom caught me and she blocked me. Like I couldn't use the computer for like I think 6 months.
Oh my god. See, my
But she
parents
didn't know who I was
blocked.
talking to. I was talking to this. His username was Monkey Boy, and I was like my best friend. I would talk to him like for like ever, and my mom finally found it, and she made me delete my AIM account. Like, who knows if he was actually like my age? I don't know. His name was Monkey Boy, and I had the biggest crush on
So
him.
I remember talking to, this was so fucking crazy. I was 10 years old or 11 years old, around that age. And I remember talking to men that were in their 20s. They would tell me that they're in their 20s and they would be like, I remember I was trolling them like unintentionally because I was just a kid. I was too dumb to like know. But I specifically remember because I got in trouble from this, like with my brother. He found out and he got really mad. There was this guy who was messaging me on AIM and he was like, I'm 25, blah, blah. And he was like, and he was talking about like how he had a wife and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Like I was 10.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
And then, like, one time he was like, I'm in my boxers. And I remember like typing, I was like, doesn't your wife do your laundry? Like I remember being like, why are you in your boxers? Doesn't your wife wash your clothes?
Like just seeing like how like far he could get. Oh my god.
I remember just being 10 being like,
You were so confused. You're like, why are you in your boxers?
Like, have cyber sex with me. I was just like too dumb to have like cyber sex 'cause
Oh
I'm like
my
10.
god.
I was just like, wash your clothes. Like,
You old man.
like, you're gross. Why do you do your laundry? Ew.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
even understanding. So fucking
Shouldn't your wife be doing your laundry?
Like, I did think that. I thought like, well, my mom does my dad's laundry. Like, why isn't your wife doing your laundry? I was like fucking 10. I didn't know.
Oh my god. That's scary though. Like you really don't know who you're talking to.
Mm. I'm so.
Are you still eating that fucking pizza? I ate my pizza in like 30 seconds.
I forgot about it.
How did you forget about pizza?
I don't know. I get drunk.
I love
Like,
pizza. Okay. I was just really hungry. So crazy.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, I've gotten more dick pics when I was underage than I have as an adult, and that's what freaks me out. I got more dick pics between the ages of like 10 and like 16.
On what?
Just like MSN, like
Oh wow.
yeah, like AIM.
I didn't know you could send pictures in AIM.
Way more than as an adult, which freaks me out. The fact that like as an adult I hardly ever, it's memed about like you get dick pics as like a woman on the
Yeah.
I never get dick pics now. I used to get dick pics like every day between like when I was underage. I would get dick pics like every day when I was underage. And like now as an adult I never get them. Like
What the
what
fuck?
the fuck? I feel like people don't realize how many pedos there are online, or at least there used to be. I don't know if they're all getting fucking arrested now, but like back in the day there was so many pedos.
Chris
online.
Hansen scared them all off.
Hansen did scare them, but before that, it was like it was literally a free for all for pedophiles. I'm not even kidding. Literally a dick pic almost every day.
Yeah.
If not every day, like every other day, like all the time. I'm not kidding. I would get them all the time, and I was like desensitized. Like I remember being like 10 years old and already be desensitized to a dick pic. I remember being like, okay, like I would get a dick pic, like.
It's
and I
not
wouldn't
okay.
care. And I was
Ugh.
literally 10, and that's what scares me about having kids.
At 10 years old, I was climbing trees. Like I didn't even
I
know what a
was
dick was when I was
too.
10. I'm pretty
See,
sure.
when I was 10, I was climbing trees and I was on the internet. That was the problem. I was climbing trees.
The
and then I
internet.
would go online and I would get a dick pic and I'd be like, okay. So I just thought like climbing trees and dick pics. I was like part of being 10 years old.
Yeah,
You know?
they're sexualizing our children these days a lot more
And
than
TikTok
when we
is
were.
really bad for that.
It's
TikTok creeps
really
me the fuck out.
bad.
You will see like a fucking 13-year-old and she
Not even
she's
13, like 7, doing like
Girl.
sexual gestures in a dance.
and twerking and shit.
And they
I'm like,
don't even
dude.
know what they're doing. They really don't.
I was on Neopets. I was trying to like fucking level
Yeah.
up my Neopet with a code stone.
Shopkins. Do you remember
I was getting a-
Shopkins?
Yeah, I was doing shit like that, and I was getting dick pics doing that.
Really? What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. I was on fucking MSN and AIM, and I was adding people from Neopets like forums, and I was getting fucking dick pics. From that
Wait,
shit.
we're like the same age, right? Almost like you're a year older than me, right?
Yeah, I feel like my parents just didn't care enough, so I was just on the internet.
I
too
never experienced that.
Did you go on Habbo Hotel?
What's that?
Habbo Hotel, there was a fucking news article later, years on, made about them because of the amount of pedophiles. And I was like, that's actually accurate. That's not even just news being sensationalist.
I was
'Cause
weird.
remember-
I was on the DisneyChannel.com playing those little games. Like, I didn't explore
That's not even that weird,
the
though.
internet too much. I got a Facebook. Oh no, I got a MySpace, and my mom found it, and she made me delete it.
I feel like your mom was actually fucking watching out. That's probably
No,
why
I'm happy that she was protective, because I, like, as a mom now, I'm like, oh my god, Amy's never gonna have social media. She's gonna hate
Dude,
me.
your mom was looking out. That's why I dealt with.
She
I
was.
Newgrounds. Sorry, somebody in chat was like Newgrounds. I was like, hell yeah, baby. I love Newgrounds.
But I was in middle school and I had a MySpace, and I still feel like I was so young.
That's too young. That's way too young.
Yeah.
I got a MySpace like. I guess I would have just been getting out of middle school. It would have been like a year after middle school. So it still was too young. But I remember Habbo Hotel was like this. It's just basically a chat room, but you have a little avatar that you walk around, and it was filled with pedos. I'm not kidding. You couldn't go anywhere without somebody like wanting to have like virtual sex with you constantly. And it was like advertised as just like a chatting site for kids and teens. That's what it was advertised as. And I think that's what the intention was. But it was
but people abused it, obviously.
And there was literally a news channel did a fucking expose on Habbo because that's how many pedos there were on the fucking site.
Oh my god.
Where they pretended to log on as a 12-year-old and they got solicited for like sex and like trying to get them on cam on Skype and stuff like that, because this is back when like Skype was like norm. Like everyone used Skype, and they were trying to solicit like kids to get on Skype and get naked on fucking Habbo. And that was true when I went on it. So
someone said being on the internet as a female is scary. I don't think it's not just little girls. There's little boys that are targeted just as much.
It doesn't matter your gender. It's just the age. There's literally just pedophiles.
Oh yeah, there's disgusting people out there.
Is what I'm saying.
There's people who prefer men who prefer little boys. So
exactly,
I don't think you can just say females.
If you're just openly being like, I'm 10 years old, that's what it is. It's being like, if you're too naive and you're honest, like, because I was honest as a kid and I was like, I'm 10, I'm 11.
Yeah, because you're a freaking innocent little child.
Yeah, because you're an innocent little child.
You don't know anything.
Pedophile is a thing. Like, you don't even know a pedophile exists.
Damn, that's...
How would you fucking know? Like, what? So that's what it is. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. It's literally just the age, and a pedophile is like, oh, coming out of the woodwork. Like,
yeah, you're just a kid. They're totally over sexualizing this new generation. It's kind of scary.
Insane. Like, they don't even have an awkward phase anymore. I remember having an awkward phase with like fucking braces and like,
oh yeah,
you have, like, hair, and you don't know how to do makeup yet, and you're wearing like lip gloss overlined, and like you don't know how to put on a...
Did you hear about the Cuties Netflix movie?
Yeah, what was that? Thank you, Pink.
It was a movie. It's a movie on Netflix, and I think it's still there.
It is, but I mean, what was that about?
Like, I would think they were pushing it. I mean, Netflix approved it. I think they were just pushing to see what they could get away with.
That shit freaks me out. The fact that they fucking made... Okay, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was basically about like dance kids, right? They were like kids that were like 10, 11 years old.
Little girls.
Dance kids. Yeah, little girls who were dancing in like a super sexualized way, that were like twerking and like grinding.
I mean,
and, like,
not just that. There were things happening like in her home life that were really disgusting too.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Like she was
Well, I mean,
sitting
it's, like,
she was
bad
sitting
enough.
nudes or something to a guy, and she was like
Oh my, and she's like
10.
11.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad. And I thought the point of the movie, they were trying to say the point of the movie was
They're trying
like,
to make
bring-
it awareness, but it was the opposite of that.
Well, I mean, it's also like the fact that you're using fucking children in that type of film. It's like you can traumatize those kids just by putting them.
Oh yeah, that's why
even act.
Disney
even
stars are
act
so
like
fucked
that.
up because of that.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. That's so true.
Yeah, they're too young to experience adult problems like that, like
They can't
publicity
fucking
and
process it yet.
yeah, they don't have time to be a kid, and that messes you up. I mean, look at Britney Spears. Have you seen her documentary?
I haven't watched that yet, but I really want to
It's
watch
on
it 'cause
Hulu. It's really good.
I have read like, and I have like watched other things about her, about the fact that like she was like 16. They were already pushing like super sexualized
Oh,
images
yeah.
of her. Her like her high school sweetheart was like selling stories to the tabloid about how she was like having sex
Yeah.
and stuff. Like
There were
just
people
shit like that.
interviewing her, and they're like,
super
"Are you a virgin?" And then she was she was 16, and they were asking her if she was a virgin on live television, and she was just like, "That's so like inappropriate."
she was so unprecedented, and there was no way.
And
that
now you
anyone-
see her, and she's obviously like completely out of her mind. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
because
know if
they-
it's
she
the
wasn't-
drugs or if she's like
she
just
wasn't
mentally
even
ill. I
allowed
don't
to
know.
she wasn't even fucking allowed to take a break.
Yeah,
Like
and
she went through all of that fucking shit, and it's not even like she got time off. Her fucking dad takes conservatorship, and then she's still
Yeah.
forced to work. What the fuck?
and she's still in her conservatorship. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's still ongoing.
it's
Her parents are so
crazy.
fucking
Like,
horrible.
you look at
Exactly.
Miley Cyrus, she had her wild stage. You see everyone, and there's drugs is a thing, and then like mental health is a thing. It's just it's
And
sad.
it's so crazy now how like people look back at Britney when she like shaved her head and like acted out in that way, and everyone just like mocked her and treated her like she was like a freak. And I feel like now we've gotten to a point, like especially with social media, like and Twitter, and everyone just joking about like mental health and how terrible things are. Like I feel like we've gotten to a point where people understand that. Like I feel like if Britney did that now, they'd be like, yeah, damn, dude, I would do the same shit. Like if she was to do that in this day and age, but like back then, she was seen as like I don't know, like a black
Yeah.
sheep.
Someone
know
said
what I mean?
Zendaya turned out fine. Some people do turn out fine, but I feel like
But
that's
also like I feel like it depends on their parents. Like I feel like Britney didn't have good parents. Like her fucking dad's still her conservator, and it's like
like
making
Selena
her work.
Gomez. I remember reading an article when I was little, and Selena Gomez was talking about how her parents were so protective, and they wouldn't let her like do certain interviews or be on certain things. And I feel like she turned out really pretty okay.
Yeah, and that's why, right? It's
I
'cause-
think so. I think it has to
Dude, there's
do with
some-
the
for lack
freedom.
of for like lack of a better word, there's some parents that are just want to pimp out their kids.
Yeah, for the money and stuff.
Yeah, they just pimp them out.
Kind of
So
sad.
fun.
That's definitely Britney Spears' dad for sure.
100%. And she was so young. She was like dancing. She was on like the Mickey Mouse Club when she was like fucking 10.
I know. And Demi
was so
Lovato.
She was super young,
She's kind of
too.
fucked up too.
Well, wasn't Demi like addicted to like heroin for a while?
I think she's still like kind of having problems.
Well, I feel like fucking heroin. How do you not?
Like she's
ever-
in and out of rehab still, I think.
That's such a scary drug you never want to fucking touch for that reason.
Yeah.
Like you'll never fucking come back from heroin.
Like
I fully believe that. That is like
I don't understand how people
certain things you don't
who are
touch.
so successful can be like put under the spell of like drugs like that. Like
Yeah, maybe it's cause they're so successful they feel like nothing can touch them.
I don't know. I don't get it. But
I
it's
don't
like
get
it's so common, like everyone for the most part has a drug issue when you're like that famous. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like you have the access to it because like the money, and then
But why would you do that? Like I don't know. Maybe the fame gets to you and that's like all you think you
maybe
can
they just can't
escape
fucking
with.
cope with their life. Yeah, exactly. They can only escape.
It's
Okay.
like
I'm like, we're
That's
talking about
true.
drugs. I'm like, I want to get another beer. Like, I don't get another beer.
Yeah, let's tie in with beer. I need more. Damn. Once money doesn't mean anything, that's what they turn to. Pretty much. Don't do drugs, kids. It's like 3:30. I'm gonna have to go to probably bed soon. I'm kind of tired. Where's Eric? I think he's in his room on his computer. I don't know. I'm tired. This Tricky's gonna come back and be like, what the fuck? Eric's getting what? On UFC? He's playing UFC right now? Alcohol is a gateway to heroin. Remember that, kids. I don't know. I don't think that's the truth with everybody. You always start small and then work your way up. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, hi. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you. I just
No,
realized
it's okay.
I may as well get a drink.
I probably won't last much past like 4 a.m. I don't know.
Is that 20 minutes?
Yeah. Kind of getting
No,
tired.
yeah, 100%. Go whenever you
You can
need to
keep
go.
going, but I might tap out soon.
No, 100% go when you need to because I'm surprised you're even still alive, to be honest. I talked to you for so long.
I know, we
off-stream.
talked for a while.
I was like, what am I doing?
We got a late start and then we talked for a while.
It's late for her. Like, don't feel
What
bad.
time is it for you? Midnight?
Yeah, it's like 12:40. It's almost 12 p.m. It's not anything.
But it's your
It's not
weekend, so you can stay up.
exactly. Like I can sleep in, even though I don't. I want to sleep in, but my brain doesn't allow me.
Damn, I wish I could do that. I could easily sleep for like 12 hours if I could.
It's weird. I used to be able to do that, but now I'm just used to waking up at a certain time and I will automatically wake up at that time.
Wow.
It's annoying though, because I don't have any reason to wake up.
That's how I was when I was working all the time and then I stopped working. I was like that. I would still wake up early, but now I just take advantage of sleep. So
Honestly, when I was peeing, I was thinking, I was like, I should fucking take these edibles right now.
Oh
So
god.
the edibles are probably gonna kick in. I'm probably gonna end stream. Like,
Wait, did you take them?
I'm about to right now. Do you want to watch
Oh
me take
shit. Sure. I'll cheers to you while you do that.
It's okay. So because it's legal here, because you're asking if it's like, so it's federally, like every province here, you can just buy weed now.
That's crazy.
So you can buy like all type. So it's fucking funny though. When you go into the dispensary, there's just like these stoners and they're like all hyped to sell you weed. And so they were like, I would always buy drinks. You can buy THC drinks.
Really?
And they taste so good. Like I get one, it tastes almost like a gin and tonic. I add a little bit of lime, and it's just like you just drink this drink and it hits faster than an edible. Like if you ate like a brownie or something, it kicks in like 20 minutes because it's just liquid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was always getting these drinks. So I went in one time and the girls were like, hey, you would probably like these just like THC drops, and you can add it to any drink that you get. You can even add it to beer. Like I just add it to my beer, like my water. Like I'll just, or I'll just like take it like they're like, or I'll take it like a shot and then I'll chase it after. So I like take these, they're like THC drops, and I'll just like put it under my tongue, and then after like take a shot of something else to like wash it down because it tastes gross.
So that's like your edible is just like
It's like an
yeah.
edible, it's just liquid THC.
That's
It's
so weird. I've
like,
never heard of that.
right? And that's because it's legal. You can just get it in any fucking form. There's fucking lotion you can. I'm not even kidding. There's lotion you can buy. There's soap you can buy.
It's
There's
not
fucking
legal here, so I'm not familiar with all the ways you can.
exactly.
I
Like,
mean, I obviously you can smoke. I know what edibles are, but that's crazy.
I know they just allow like,
Lotion?
there's like a fucking market for everything.
What?
Dude, I haven't tried. I've only gotten CBD lotions because I do get like back pain and shit.
Yeah.
So like the CBD lotion on my back works so good, but I was like, I made myself look so dumb. She was like, "Well, you always get the CBD. Why don't you get the THC cream as well?" And I was like, "I don't want to get high." And she's like, "Oh, the lotion doesn't get you high." I was like, "It
It's
doesn't?"
CBD,
Like,
so it just helps with pain and stuff.
nah, it's like the THC cream just helps the pain. It doesn't actually fucking get you high. But I just felt so dumb, like saying that to the girl. I was like, "I don't want to get high. I just want to get the pain to go." And she's like, "It doesn't get you high." I was
True.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." I was like, "Oh, for sure." Felt so dumb. But
Yeah, that's like a whole industry though in itself. That's
it
kind
is
of
the whole industry. It's taxed like crazy too. It's kind of expensive here.
yeah.
But
It's illegal in a few states here.
I feel like it's crazy though that Canada, the only reason that Canada federally made it legal is because you had some states making it legal. We never would have done it first. If the states wasn't doing it, we never would have done it.
But your whole country just went legal.
We did, but it was only after like California, Colorado, like a
Yeah.
few states went legal first. That's
Kentucky
when we
will
did
be
it.
like last, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. That
Uh,
sucks. Well, you're moving to Texas, right? Maybe you won't have to wait
I
until
don't know how
Kentucky.
Texas is either. I don't know.
I feel like Texas probably isn't good either.
Uh,
Then again, I feel like Austin is like progressive enough that maybe they would influence the vote. I
I'm,
don't know that.
I'm trying to
I don't
watch you take this and you keep stopping.
I didn't know you were actually watching me. Okay,
Yeah,
watch. It's so
That's so
gross.
cool. What's it taste like?
Like tree
The
sap.
fuck? Tree bark?
Yeah.
How much?
I have
Wait,
really
how
high
many?
tolerance. I
How
have a high
many
tolerance.
drops are you taking?
I don't know. I just do a
Oh
bunch.
my god.
God.
Okay.
I could just kind of feel. I'm like, how much does it feel like?
She French fried. She probably will be.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
It's
like,
illegal in
trying
Texas.
I'm trying to get high as fuck. Like I'm not trying to get like a
Okay.
little.
Okay.
That's why it seems like a lot, and it's because I'm trying to get high where I'm scared, and that's why I'm gonna end stream. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna end stream.
Oh gosh.
So you said like I'm gonna end at like 4 a.m. I'm gonna end like at 4:30.
Like right when I get off. Okay, guys. I need to go to sleep.
Are you going now?
No.
Okay.
Soon though,
I'm just
probably.
making sure. I'm at the point where I'm like, I can't tell if you're kidding.
No, I was mimicking you.
Did you enjoy this?
Mhm.
Legitimately. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's been fun. I like having
Okay.
girl time because like I don't get it outside of being a mom. So
Actually, though,
yeah,
I don't get much girl time either, to be honest.
we'll do this more often. We don't even have to stream it. Hell,
we
we'll just
actually
hang
should do
out.
this more often.
And then
I'm
when we move to Texas, you can come visit.
I actually would really, really fucking like to do that. But I'm also such a person. I'm like, I don't want to impose.
No,
like-
we don't care. How long? Like, how hard is it? Like for you to get like a visa here?
Well, I don't really have to get like if I'm just visiting as a tourist, I don't have to get a visa. I can just visit as a Canadian as
Oh.
long as as long as I'm visiting under 6 months and I have proof that I'm returning to Canada, I don't have to get a visa because I'm Canadian.
Okay.
I just have it's easy. It's just more of it's hard because like COVID.
Corona, yeah.
That's
Like
why it's hard.
no one wants to
It's
fly
not-
right now and all that.
Also, like with how the restrictions are with visiting, I have to I have to fly when I fly to the States. I have to quarantine for 14 days. And then when I fly back to Canada again, I have to quarantine for another 14 days when I return to Canada. So the issue is with me working, I literally have to take off a month of work minimum to visit the States at this point.
Oh my
Whereas
gosh.
I know it's so shit. Whereas before I could just fly over for a weekend. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
That's why it's fucked.
I
Is now
think
I have
about that. And you
take a
have to
month.
work. I mean,
But I feel like once vaccines come out, it might get like better, you know?
yeah.
Dude, I was supposed to like I did quarantine, but you're supposed to quarantine when you return to Canada. Like you remember I was in the States for that long? I flew back to Canada
Yeah.
and I did quarantine for the 14 days, but they don't check up on you at all.
Really?
No, they don't check at all. I'm such a paranoid also because I literally got a bunch of edibles delivered to my door because I figured out like in Canada you can get edibles
Okay.
delivered. So I got a shitload of because
Okay.
I was like if I'm gonna be I was like if I'm gonna be fucking quarantined for 14 days, I'm gonna have fucking edibles. So like I got edibles delivered to my door,
Oh
but I
my
got like more and more
god.
paranoid as the days went on. It was like day 10. I was like high as shit
Oh
in
my
this fucking
god.
room that I hadn't left in 10 days. I was like, I can't go anywhere. They're tracking me. And then after it was like
What the
14
fuck?
days, after it was 14 days, I was like, they're not paying attention at all. Like, I was like, that was
Yeah.
just being high.
They
Like,
don't care.
give a fuck. They don't
They can't
care.
keep up with everybody, you know, what they're doing.
They don't care at all. They
So
don't
weird.
care. It is actually so fucking funny. Oh god, yeah. I I don't know how I did that. I was super depressed when like hanging out with all you guys and then coming back to Canada having to be quarantined. You know how fucking depressed I was?
Thanks for the $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could like it was just like nonstop like having fun when you were probably here and then you had to go home. That's how it was when I went to Austin. It was a blast the whole time I was there.
Yeah, and then I remember
You're just surrounded by cool people and
if it
you're
makes
never
you
bored.
if it makes you feel any better when you left, that shit went down real
Oh my god, really?
Dude, I'm not kidding because you showed up. Everyone was like down to hang out and go out and party and do
That's
things.
how
And
Eric, that's what Eric said.
no, he wasn't lying. He wasn't just saying that to make you feel better. As soon as you left, everyone was just like sitting around the house, like, what do we do now?
How was the party? What can I say?
That was literally it. Everyone was just like, okay, what now? And when you left, and I remember I left like 2 or 3 days after you left. I literally flew out of
Really?
Texas. Yeah, I did. And then I was just like, I'm gonna meet you guys at TwitchCon because literally everyone was just sitting around doing nothing. It was making me depressed.
Yeah.
Because at least like when I was just doing my thing with my friend and we weren't doing anything, but like the fact that there were so many people in a house and nobody was doing it, it was making me feel worse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like yeah, like us going from like partying all the time to no one doing shit.
I hope there's
and
a
I was like, I have to leave.
TwitchCon. I've never been to TwitchCon.
Honestly, Texas, like Austin, and hanging out with her more fun than TwitchCon.
Really?
100 times. Yes, I actually hate TwitchCon.
Oh,
I feel like I'm
gosh.
controversial when I say this. TwitchCon sucked. It was super underwhelming, and hanging out with everybody at TwitchCon was way shittier than Austin.
Really?
Yeah, it was literally like the same thing, like Airbnb house parties, but everyone was like fake as fuck. Like at least when you were hanging out at house parties in Austin, people were being more real. But when it was at TwitchCon, everyone was super fake at just like Airbnb parties. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't fun. You didn't miss shit. I
But
was so hyped. For
actual,
TwitchCon,
like
and then
the convention center, was that fun?
I don't know.
Like
I don't
walking
like
around meeting
crowds.
people? Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
like it. I didn't actually like the crowd. I like crowd. Like I can deal with crowds if it's like a music event. So I thought like I would be okay at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Because like I like going to music festivals and shit. It sucked. It was literally just gross, sweaty people in BO and everyone getting the flu, and you were just talking to random people you didn't even know, and that's
Taking
what you were.
pictures with people.
Yeah, and you were getting smelling BO and fucking getting the flu over that. How is that fucking worth it at all? It fucking sucked.
Okay, I guess
There was
true.
nothing happening. And then like the Airbnb parties, people were just like awkward and self-conscious as fuck. Whereas like in Austin, I feel like people were actually hanging out. It
True.
was terrible. It actually sucked. You
Well-
had more fun.
well,
I guarantee
damn.
it right now. It was more fun. I experienced both. And I was so hyped for TwitchCon too. I'm like,
Yeah.
it was such a letdown.
Yeah.
I feel like the European one would have been fun,
yeah.
but San Diego one fucking sucked.
You went to
dude.
the Amsterdam one, right?
I didn't. I
You
didn't go to that
didn't?
one. That's what was weird. There was one in Berlin, and they were supposed to have one in Amsterdam.
I
the
swear
next
you were
year.
there.
No, I was gonna go to the Berlin one, but no.
Like,
It was in Berlin.
Germany.
After, yeah, it was in Germany, and I didn't go to that one, but I was living in Amsterdam at the time. And after Berlin, some streamers, like Eric was one of them, went to Amsterdam after Berlin just to like do a Euro trip. And I was like, hey, I'm living in Amsterdam. Like, if you guys want to know some bars, like,
Oh, that's
look
why I
you guys
saw
up.
you then. I was
That's
like,
That's why. But
Okay.
there never was like a
you never
TwitchCon.
went to. Okay.
No, I never went. And that was like my way of. I didn't think I was actually going to be on streams or
That's
hang out with
so
people.
random that you were just in Amsterdam, though. That's so
Yeah, I was just
random.
living there because I was like dating a Dutch guy at the time.
That's cool.
It was, but it also did nothing in terms of like I didn't go to school, I didn't like get an education, like I didn't do anything to like forward my life. I was just like
True.
in Amsterdam, like I was just there, like hey, and
Yeah.
did nothing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was cool to live. I lived there for 5 years.
That's
like, it was a long
crazy.
time. Yeah, it was a
That's
long
cool.
time, and it was really cool. Like I experienced cool things, but I have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
No progress in life. I went on a 5-year vacation. Imagine what that does to your life.
That's just, I don't know.
sucks,
You're not
dude.
productive and
You don't do shit for 5 years of your life. I was too old to be doing that. Like if I
Dang.
did that when I was like 14, whatever. But I did that when I was like 22 to 27. You can't do that.
That's true. I've been to Ireland for a week. That's like the most I've been out of the country, so
That was the same as
I
me.
don't have much
actually.
experience.
I went to Dublin for a week, and then after I went to Amsterdam for 2 weeks, and then I ended up just moving there. That's what happened to
I
me.
loved Ireland though. I
Ireland's
went to
really
Dublin.
nice. Dublin's nice. That's where I went
That's
originally.
where our planes landed, and then we stayed in Northern Ireland for the week. For the 2
Ah,
weeks. We were there like 2 weeks.
What
was-
did you guys do?
Well, I went for like I went with my church group. It was like a mission trip. So, our main objective was going into schools and just talking with the youth and connecting, like with
I feel like
younger kids.
So cool. That's like you got to actually know people there.
Yeah, like they do this every year. Like the people who are in charge of the trip, they go every single year, and they have like people that they know there.
Did you actually go to? Did you go to cathedrals and stuff like that?
We went to a few churches.
Dude,
Yeah.
the churches are so fucking nice.
They're
Like,
so
old
pretty. They're
churches
so
are
pretty.
beautiful.
And our house where we stayed was like a big giant old mansion on like 50 acres
Sweet.
right next to the beach. It was so nice.
That's
Like we
See, I
could
feel
walk
like
to the
that's thing
beach.
where if you just like tell people like, oh, I went on a mission trip, they wouldn't realize like what actually you get to experience is actually really cool.
It was surreal.
Like, I went with my grandma to London when I was like 15, and that sounds like such a lame ass trip. Like, oh, I went to London with my grandma, and we went to all these old castles and like
Aw.
monasteries and stuff, and it was actually really cool. Like
Yeah.
the old castles and the old churches and the monasteries, that shit is really fucking interesting to me and really cool. And it's the same shit, like going to old churches and like sticking by a mansion by the beach. That shit is actually really fucking awesome.
Yeah. We went to some castle ruins, and then we went to Giant's Causeway. That was really cool. That's like one of the wonders of the world. That was really
See?
pretty.
Shit like that.
We
is
went
so
to Belfast.
Oh, you guys did
We just shopped there. It was just like a day that we spent in Belfast. We went to the woods that inspired the Narnia books, which is really cool. Like,
Really?
yeah, like the woods where C.S. Lewis grew up.
Okay, this is really weird, but I learned about this today.
Yeah,
C.S. Lewis was apparently a pervert and he liked getting spanked.
I didn't know
And now-
that.
I didn't know that either
What?
until today.
I thought he was a
loved-
good man. What?
I'm sorry. I had to just break it to somebody because this came out.
I'm gonna research this.
I fucking loved C.S. Lewis growing up. Like, I loved the Chronicles of Narnia, and I loved all those books. I had no idea he was into spanking, and he like had this mistress that he called mommy, and she would like spank him. And then
What?
I'm sorry.
Are you sure? C.S. Lewis?
I'm gonna Google it just to
Oh
double
my
check.
no.
I
I'm gonna have to
I'm
research that though. The fuck?
Oh, for a time he signed his private letters, Philomastix, whip lover, the C.S. Lewis you never knew. Oh my god.
I'm scared.
He was turned on by S&M that once he asked people at a party whether he could spank. Oh, he was into spanking people, not the other way around. So he wanted to spank people, not be spanked. That's what he was he was a sado.
He was a serial spanker?
Yeah, he wanted to spank people.
C.S.
was in
Lewis?
Yes, I swear. I'm Googling it
The
right now.
Narnia author?
Yeah, C.S. Lewis.
I thought he was so
Yes.
wholesome. What?
Dude, that's what I thought too. That's why I found it out today. I was like, no way. It blew my mind.
Well, damn. I'm gonna have to research that. Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh,
It could be
no.
a rumor, but I learned that today, and it was like,
Today?
wait,
I'll look that up.
I
I'll look
did.
that up.
I swear, I learned that today. I was also learning about. Okay, there's other fucking authors that were perverts, like James Joyce or whatever. I think his name is James Joyce. Was really into like farting, like he wanted to be farted on, and like Mozart was into scat. Dude, all these fucking dudes in
fuck?
the past were pervert. Like they were turned on by some creepy ass shit. Dude.
What the fuck? I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked by C.S. Lewis. I'm gonna research
I
that.
feel like I just ruined your evening.
I've read all of the books. I love Narnia.
So have I. So have I. That's why I had to ruin it for you, because I've also read all the books and I love those books growing up. So
I'll look into that and I'll come back when I talk to you again and I'll see what I find.
okay, let me know, because that upset me
Where'd
greatly.
you see it?
I watched like these I watched all these videos on fucking YouTube, and they're all they're all historically related. So I get things that are like secret perversions that historical figures had. Like I'll get shit like that in my
Mhm.
YouTube recommendations. Be like, what the fuck is
Interesting.
this? And then like I'll watch a video and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'll be like Googling it and I'll find things that confirm it. And I'm like, oh no. Like I don't just take that for granted.
Oh
like I
no.
look it up after. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
no.
god, why? I'm like looking it up.
Oh god.
I'm concerned. I've seen things, dude. I spend too much time actually. I'm obsessed with like we were talking about that wasn't even on stream, was it? We were talking about conspiracy theories before we even went live.
I like conspiracy theories. They're cool.
We're both saying exactly.
I just,
Yeah, we were talking about that before we went live. We were talking about conspiracy theories, and fucking Eric walked into the room.
Yeah,
And was like,
he thinks I'm fucking nuts. Okay, I'll just tell you that. He thinks I'm a crazy person. I don't think I'm crazy. I just think that I think for myself and I figure out what I believe and what not. Shut the fuck up, Eric. I am not crazy.
Okay, but what's a conspiracy theory that you have?
Like, how many can I name right now?
Okay, just name, even if you just name one or two. You don't have to go crazy. Don't go balls to the wall. There's just something. I have some.
I don't think we went to the moon.
What?
I don't think we went to the moon. America. at
Really?
least.
You're one of those? You don't think we went to the moon?
All right.
Really?
All right. I'm not saying that we haven't been to the moon now, but I don't think that we went to the moon during the Soviet.
So the Cold War, we didn't go to the
Yeah,
moon.
the Cold War. I don't think we went to the moon.
Why?
I
We have the technology?
what?
You just don't think we have the technology, or what?
I didn't think we had the technology. I don't even know if we have the technology now. I There's just too many things that are like questionable, like random shit that doesn't make sense. With us being on the moon, and I think it was just America lies to be ahead and be the best. So I think it was just to
Okay,
get
I could see America.
to.
lying.
I just think they wanted to be first, and so they lied.
See, I wouldn't go. I'm not the type of. I don't go far enough to be like, I think, because I feel like there's too many people that would have to be in the know to fake a moon landing to get away with it. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like somebody at some point would be like, no, we faked that shit. Like, I feel like the guys that were like pretending to land on the moon at some point were like, nah, I didn't actually do that.
Well, if you look at interviews, there's very questionable things that have happened with people interviewing people who have landed on the moon.
Oh, it's one of these where they're acting kind of sus.
You know, they're
huh?
acting so sus, and like they won't answer questions. They're like someone will go up to and they'll be like, "Here's a Bible, put your hand on it and swear that you've been on the moon," and the person is like, "I can't," and he'll walk away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
People who have been to the moon,
Yeah, I'm willing.
like,
I'm
won't
to
put their
think
hand on a
both
Bible and say that. I don't know. I don't know.
That's a little weird though. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
but
you don't see
is
that
weird
stuff.
if
You have to
wouldn't
look
fuck-
for it, but
that
I've
is a
seen
little
it.
weird. If they wouldn't swear on the Bible that they walked to the moon, I would be suspicious of that too. I'd be like, okay, so
Yeah.
you did. You're lying.
And I'm not saying
That.
I'm not saying that we haven't been to the moon now. Like, we could have, but no one knows. Who knows? I don't know.
I have okay. So
But in that time era, if you look at the fucking contraption that they say has landed on the moon, there's no fucking way. And then you look at the rockets that they're building right now, like Elon Musk is building right now, and it can't even land properly without blowing up. Like, how do you think that we landed on the fucking moon? You know?
okay. I'm not
It landed, but it blew up in 5 minutes.
I don't know enough about
It landed by itself, but it blew up 5 minutes later. Look it up. It happened yesterday. Sorry, I'm talking to chat.
Dude, you're gonna spend so long arguing with chat about landing on the moon. I'm actually willing to listen to you on this, even though I do think we landed on the moon. But I think
Okay, Miss Tricky.
okay. There are things that sound fucking crazy but are confirmed to have been things that the government and CIA actually did. But you sound crazy. But
I don't trust the CIA though.
No,
So.
okay. They're okay. The fucking MK Ultra. I can't believe that actually fucking happened.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I can't
That's
believe
so true.
Ultra fucking happened. And you sound insane. For if you were to ever talk about MK Ultra instead of like people knowing that happened, you sound fucking insane as shit.
That's why people think I'm crazy.
When people are like laughing at you talking about the moon landing being faked, I'm like, is it that absurd of the United States?
Exactly. If you believe
when they were literally doing MK Ultra around the same time, it's not that actually absurd.
If you discover that they go so far to do one thing, why would you not question everything else? That's how I am.
Yeah,
I question everything.
I don't know if I believe that the moon landing was fake because I haven't actually looked into it enough, but I also don't I mean, I don't believe that the United States is like above that. I could see them doing that.
I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. NASA translates to deceive. That is what their name translates to. NASA means to deceive. Why? It's translated maybe Hebrew. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a language though, and
what?
Yeah,
that's scary.
I know. In Latin, maybe, I don't know. Latin or Hebrew, like one of the bigger languages, like ancient language.
I guess somebody tries like just reptilian over.
Reptilians are real. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I don't think
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude, now people are gonna think you're actually a fucking.
No, but if reptilians were real, we wouldn't know because they live underground and they shapeshift. So who fucking knows?
Dude, there's shit though that's happened that it's like if you were talking about it, you sound fucking insane. Okay, this is a real thing that happened, and you sound fucking crazy when you talk about it. In the fucking 60s, I'm not kidding. This was sanctioned by. Okay, this was sponsored by the U.S. Military. They actually funded this It was a scientific experiment where they had a man who thought that they would be able to breach communication with dolphins. They decided that they were going to be able to enter the new frontier of human discovery, and they were going to be able to have
Can you sit around?
they were going to be able to have communication. No, I'm serious. This was an actual government funded experiment. They thought they were going to be able to communicate with fucking dolphins. I'm not kidding. And they gave this guy permission. They gave him funding and permission to give dolphins LSD because they thought that that would make them be able to better communicate with dolphins in the fucking 60s. They literally gave dolphins LSD as a fucking experiment. And there was a person who worked in the fucking dolphin tank who was jacking off the dolphins. I'm not kidding.
What?
This was a real thing. Yes,
What?
I swear to God. Look up this fucking experiment. I'm not kidding.
Okay, I think dolphins are super smart though.
They
Have
are
you
super
heard
smart.
of dolphins
God, this is the whole
assisting
thing.
in births? Human births? No,
That job
I
site.
swear. I swear. So they've done research, and like this woman was having birth in the ocean, was giving birth in the ocean, and dolphins swam up and were like trying to comfort the one. I'm not even kidding. Like, never mind.
No, I'm not saying it like in a way. Dude, I was just literally talking about how fucking the government sponsored giving fucking acid to dolphins so they could talk to them. Like, I'm not thinking that you're I'm just saying it as a what, like, whoa. Like, dolphins are smart though.
Why are you
That's
guys praising me?
I don't. Wait, okay.
The fuck,
So, like-
guys? Dear Heavenly Father, stop, Miss.
But
What?
okay, wait, finish it.
Miss
Did she
Tricky, they're
actually
being
birth
mean.
the
Can you sit
water?
around making fun of me?
Just don't ignore them. Did she actually give birth in the water?
Yes,
actually
she was.
birth?
Yeah, she gave
Did
birth,
dolphins also?
and the dolphins like mentally assisted her. Dolphins are fucking smart, okay?
No, that's the thing is like dolphins actually are fucking smart and they can actually recognize.
Guys, stop.
They can recognize themselves in like a mirror and know that's actually themselves in a
They're
mirror and
so
stuff like
smart.
that. Like they pass certain mental tests that I feel like.
Yeah. Maybe.
Why is everyone doing the pray thing? I can see why.
I
you're
don't
doing this.
know.
What
I don't
is
know.
it?
I've never
Oh,
experienced
what
this
she
before.
said. Come on.
She said so much.
Okay, do you know how many fucking mammals give birth? You think that's like a groundbreaking thing to comfort another mammal through giving birth? So
Shut
fucking-
the fuck
so
up.
many mammals do that for themselves? Like, come on. Come on.
Why are you praying for me?
Lord help them. Talk to
Guys,
dolphins. I hate this shit.
I'm not
I
even
hate
saying
dolphins.
anything fucking crazy. I'm literally just stating facts right now. Like, what? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is true. The dolphins. Eric, shut the fuck up.
How come nobody said anything about the fucking LSD experiment?
But they're concerned about the dolphins. Whatever. What else can we talk about? Oh, hey, Miss Tricky. Have you heard about the machine that makes clouds?
Okay, fuck off. No.
What?
What do you mean, what? The machine that makes clouds? How am I gonna react to that besides what the fuck are you saying? What, like a chemtrail thing?
No! I'll show you the TikTok. Hold on.
There's no fucking, oh my god.
It makes a cloud. It's huge. It's
Okay,
a giant
okay,
machine. And
I
it
have
physically makes a cloud and then it rains.
Dude, I feel like we're on. I feel like
Miss
I feel like
Tricky, wait, Miss Tricky, did you have sex with a ghost? Did you snort? What?
Dude, no, I've never had sex with a ghost, but I've talked about how I feel like having sex with a ghost would be good. Like, I've never had sex with a ghost, but I feel like ghost sex could be hot. That's my stance on that. What?
Wait, what? I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? Okay, listen. you're just laying in bed, you're chilling, you're about to fall asleep, or maybe you already are asleep, and you wake up gently to like a
So,
soft
a ghost raping
caress
you?
of a ghost, and like it would basically be like masturbating, but you don't have to use your hands. That's what having sex with a ghost would be like. It would be like fucking yourself, but you're not using your hands. You're just telepathically masturbating, and then you go back to sleep. That's what
Oh my
that's what I
God.
imagine ghost sex would be like.
Oh,
That's my
interesting.
okay. Does that make sense?
No, no. It sounds like you're being unconsensually touched by nothing. I don't
Okay, but, like,
understand.
you wouldn't know. You'd be like tired. You'd be half asleep in a dream. You'd be like, "Oh, it feels good." Like you wouldn't know that it was. You know what I mean? You just think that. No, I can see that happening. I'm that high.
Oh, true. I forgot you took those edibles. Shit. I'm not. I'm like tipsy. That's about it. I'm trying to hang. I'm trying to be on that level, but I can't get there.
I feel like you will get there.
What?
The guy pretending to be a ghost.
So I feel like you're telling me this from experience.
No, but I just think that I fantasize. That's worse. That's worse than me just being like, yeah, it's from experience. I should have just said it was from experience.
You think about it a lot, Miss Tricky?
Not a lot.
According to Cutie, you do. So, oh my God.
Hey, I have made a few jokes about it, and it was specifically because Ghostbusters theme song has "Bustin' makes me feel good," which I've never understood how they could be taken out of the context, except for like coming. Why does the Ghostbusters?
Okay.
Okay, here, listen to my. You want to hear my conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
I think one of the guys that wrote for Ghostbusters was actually a fucking pervert and was horny. And it's not just because the bustin' makes me feel good line. They literally wrote a scene in the Ghostbusters movie where he gets a ghost blowjob. There's a guy working for
Really?
that movie who's horny as fuck. Yes!
That's kind of weird.
He gets his dick sucked in the Ghostbusters movie. He gets a ghost blowjob. And look, one guy remembers. Oh yeah, see, it actually happened. And they put in the theme song, "Bustin' makes me feel good."
Really?
Yes.
All right, I'm about to show you a TikTok. Okay.
Okay.
This is
it
the cloud making TikTok.
Okay, show
It's
it to me.
real.
On your stream, I'm watching.
All
Okay,
right, I'm gonna put it up to my webcam.
Okay, show me.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Let us on or off. Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest.
Look at that massive cloud.
Okay.
Now,
Look how big
the
that
most
machine
amazing thing is that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you.
being made by the machine.
Yeah, it did. What?
No.
Yeah, in the beginning it was blowing the fucking shit out of it. Look.
What I'm saying, I couldn't even
You
hear
don't see
myself.
that?
This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive.
You don't see it coming out of the machine?
The cleanest.
I don't. That could just be the cloud is
Now,
forming
the
next to
most
the machine.
amazing
Now.
thing
Girl,
is
no. Like the machine
it's just a mixture
is on the
of
ground
on or off.
and it's coming out of the machine. See?
I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you
But how do you know that's real and not just
What the fuck? What do you think that is, CGI? This Tricky is real.
No, but they could have just made that look like that for their show to make it look like cool. Like, hey, look, it's the clouds coming out of the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you guys still praising me? What the fuck? I literally showed you video evidence. It's a green screen.
That's not enough for me. I need to know
Really?
the science.
It's
This is a
hydrogen
picture.
peroxide and oxygen. He just said it.
I need to know the fucking science behind this. I need the chemical equation.
I mean,
Before-
look into China weather manipulation, because there are already like studies on it. China's been doing
What?
it for years, so I think we've been doing it too. That's just me.
Okay, I do think that there's things. Okay, different view. I do think that there's things that we are doing to the environment that are definitely like affecting the ecosystem. Like there's definitely like pesticides and chemicals that we are putting into the environment that are affecting like the plants, that are affecting the wildlife, that are causing like actual ecological there's chemicals that we're putting in the environment that are giving people cancer, like giving them birth defects. Like I do think the government is doing shit like that, and there's things that aren't controlled in terms of like that. But I don't know if we're at the point where I don't think the government is above controlling the weather, but I don't think we're technologically at the point where we can actually control the weather. That's my belief on that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm
don't
looking at an
think-
article.
The frogs. No, I was actually reading about the frogs. That was actually a thing. Everyone memed about
frogs
Alex
being
frogs
gay?
returning the
No, it
frogs being
is.
gay.
It is.
Yeah, it's atrazine was actually put into the groundwater, and atrazine is a pesticide that was leaching into the groundwater off of plants, and it wasn't
It
turning.
doesn't just
frogs
make you gay. It makes
It
you.
was making them hermaphroditic. So
Yes.
the frogs, instead of just having like testicles, they also had ovaries. So they weren't supposed to have ovaries, but the frogs for some reason were getting ovaries and testicles. And what's fucking crazy is the EPA actually started paying scientists to create studies that would counteract the evidence that other scientists were finding that atrazine was making frogs hermaphroditic, and they were literally paying off other scientists to create contrary evidence, and they ended up getting there was documents actually released where inside documents of, I forget the fucking name of the pharmaceutical company that was making atrazine, but they were actually had a smear campaign against other scientists who were making legitimate studies for atrazine, and they had a legitimate smear campaign against these people where they were getting to the point where like we'll make him like look homophobic, we'll make him look racist, like he's cheating on his wife, and dig up dirt on this person. There's literally, look into it. I'm fucking serious. I look crazy right now, but this is
Are you talking about Alex
shit.
Jones?
Are you tired of being treated like you're crazy? But it's actual things that are happening.
But is Princess
And it's
Diana
just,
still
like, a
alive?
thing that people don't
Yes,
wanna
she is,
believe.
and she lives in Canada.
Yeah, that's not even
Princess Diana lives in Canada.
the fucking frogs weren't gay.
You're still
but they
talking
were
about the frogs.
hermaphroditic.
No, Alex Jones. People were memeing about him for years.
Literally, I can Google it right now, and a Berkeley article comes up. Multiple fucking scientific.
There's actually, it's real.
The Scientific American. There's like multiple fucking.
And that's what's in our water, people.
There's actual like PubMed articles that come up when I Google this. This isn't just me being fucking crazy. This is like wildly. This is
What about
documented
Tupac?
quite
I don't know about
extensively at this
Tupac,
point.
but I think Michael Jackson could be alive, and I think
Their estrogen.
I think
numbers are-
Epstein is
Yeah,
still alive
exactly.
too.
Thank you.
Y'all think I'm fucking nuts, probably, but
They think we're both fucking nuts. That's the thing.
why
It's
do I have to be
annoying.
nuts to have an open mind? Okay, I don't believe everything that the media is spewing into our heads. Okay, I'm sorry.
We both look
I'm
fucking
sorry.
crazy.
I'm not gonna be that easygoing. Okay. It takes a lot for me.
Honestly, it makes sense that we're both friends now.
Did Eric just say
Talking about
something?
this shit.
Please stop talking. Fuck you, Eric. Come in here and tell me to stop talking right now. I bet he won't. I bet he won't.
Yeah, because you'll beat the shit out of
Come on, Eric. I'm waiting. Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
You better not do it, Eric, or I'm gonna be mad. Let her speak her mind.
I could go on and on and on about conspiracy theories, but I should probably
Oh.
shut up.
Dude, I just went on a whole fucking rant about actresses.
I'm so glad you brought that up
gay
because I wasn't
frogs.
gonna bring that up because people make fun of me for thinking Terrence the Frog's gay because it's like a meme, you know. But it's
it's
true.
legit
It's
thing.
actually a thing. Like, look at fucking up.
I don't
Like-
like Alex Jones. I don't think Alex Jones is a reputable source. But I was like, where did he think that from? And then I looked it up, and he had kind of had he wasn't right, but he was close to being right. They weren't gay, but they were hermaphroditic, and that was actually a real thing that actually fucking happened. Has been well substantiated in scientific literature. That is not an absurdist conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, actually, and don't take my word for it. Actually, look into it. Look that up, and you will actually be surprised to find that that is an actual thing. That look up atrazine, 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 the drug, and frogs, and its effects on like hormone mimicry. Look that up. It's a legitimate thing. I'm not fucking crazy. And it was a meme and he got it wrong and it's dumbed down and simplified. It's hermaphroditic, not gay. But that's a real thing that happened.
God. I think Princess Diana's alive. What do you think?
I don't think she's alive. I do like thinking, I don't think it's real, but I do like thinking Tupac's in Cuba somewhere. I do like thinking that's real.
What about
just
Michael
because
Jackson?
I don't want to admit this, and I'm sad to say it's. I think Michael Jackson actually was a pedo. At first, I was like, I don't think he's a pedo. I think that was like a conspiracy frame up. But now I'm at this point, I was like, no, I think Michael Jackson actually was a pedo.
And he faked his death to get away from all of the
He's totally a pedo, and it makes
all
me
the
sad.
stuff, right? Like if
he
you're
was
a
just fucking
billionaire,
pedo.
you can afford to fake your death. I'm just saying. Like you could
True,
take some
True,
money
you literally
and
could just
go away
pretend
to an
you're
island
dead.
somewhere where
That's so
no one
true.
even knows where you are and you can just live out your life in peace. Literally. Like that has to have
I
happened to
believe that.
somebody. Like that has to have happened to somebody. Like if you're smart, that's what I would do. Like,
yeah,
that's
I
what I would do.
Yeah, I would do that shit too. Yeah.
Eric, am I
No,
drunk? No, I'm not drunk. You could tell if I'm drunk. I'm not slurring my words at all. Eric hates me. Right? Eric, come here. Let's have a chat.
He hates you. It's my fault.
Cutie Cinderella said, "Stop, she's woke." I mean, that's how I feel right now.
Oh, I like how this is what.
Thank
we
you
have
for the sub.
We haven't talked in a fucking year, and this is what we talk about. Is I swear, the government.
I do not trust the government. I'm sorry. I don't. They're probably listening to me through my phone, and I'm gonna like end up in jail or like a camp. If you find me in a camp in a year, that's why. Okay. I didn't go willingly. Okay, they took me away.
You're not gonna do that to you because that would validate their claims. You're just gonna be out in the world and be like, "Oh, see, she's just crazy. They didn't take her away." That's exactly why they won't.
Maybe.
Does
Don't-
that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
They'll just leave you be because if they take you away, then it's like, oh shit, she was saying some real ass shit. Like you start streaming and you start saying that, and all of a sudden you're
And I'm just gone. That means I'm right. So if I disappear, guys,
Yeah, you're fine.
that means I knew too much and they took me away.
they're gonna leave you alone.
They're gonna
'cause
put
they
me in a
don't wanna
FEMA camp for the rest of my days.
They don't want it to look real. They don't want it to look real. They don't want it to
God,
look
that would be awful. That would be awful. I'm trying to think.
Dude,
What else is a conspiracy theory?
Oh shit! What fuck? Okay. Oh, what are the combo? There's always like
The Titanic.
Is the
The
best-
Titanic is
okay.
not the Titanic. It's the Olympia. The Olympic.
Wait, that's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, tell me what it is.
So there were two ships
Okay.
at the time that the Titanic went on its endeavor or whatever.
Yeah.
So the Titanic was brand new, and there
I'm ready to go sleep.
there was
I'm not ready to go to bed.
and there was another
I
ship
think it's time to wrap it up.
called the Olympia.
I want to sleep.
No, keep talking.
And if you
I really want to sleep.
Go to fucking sleep.
No, I don't want to sleep on stream.
Then go on the couch.
No.
Anyways, so
Eve.
basically,
Oh my goodness.
they faked.
Please.
They faked Titanic. I'm not embarrassing myself. I really don't give a fuck. There's
Damn
people
right.
that agree with me and there's people that don't. I don't care. Like, anyway, so the theory is that the Olympia had like so much on its insurance that if it had sunk, they would make like millions of dollars, right?
Oh,
So-
they purposely made a ship so they would fucking like a.
Well, if you look at the pictures of the
they
ships,
could sink it and make money, right?
Yeah.
Is that what-
So if you
yeah.
look at the different ships, they're a little bit different. Like one has like more stacks, like the big stacks, than the other does. And when you look at the Titanic, it has the same number of stacks as the Olympia had. And there's a picture of like the sunken ship and like vaguely you can see like an O. And you're like, wait, Titanic doesn't have like an O in its name. So you know what? Just do your own fucking research, okay? You know what?
No.
TikTok is where I saw this, and then I started looking into it, and I was like, they're right though. Go look into it. Go look into it. Go look into it. Why are you so mad at me? TikTok. Guys, I've learned so much on TikTok, it's not even funny.
They're gonna shit on TikTok.
The issue is
They're
they
gonna
found
shit
the
on it,
Titanic. So yeah, they'll say that they found the Titanic, but it's really the Olympia because of the pictures and everything points to not the Titanic, it's the Olympia. Alright, I'm done. I'm not talking about
Honestly,
conspiracy
I
theories
wouldn't
anymore.
put anything. Okay, I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of like conspiracy theories, but I just end up thinking of like fucking war atrocities. Like that's what happens to me. I'm
Like crazy shit.
like just bad things that happened. I'm like, you guys remember when they like experiment on people and they would like test them with chemical warfare, like mustard gas? You guys remember when they would do that? And everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just like, it's not even conspiracy theory, it's just like violence against people by the government. Whoa, chill. Yeah, it's just like aggressive.
They are.
Mustard's good though.
I love mustard.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I am
Just got
installing
way sidetracked.
TikTok right now. I mean, install at your own risk. You'll find a lot of shit out through TikTok. I've learned a lot of life hacks. Some conspiracy theories.
I fucking love life hacks. God, there's so many fucking life hacks with concrete. I'm like, who is fucking using concrete as a life hack? How do you just have fucking concrete around? Why is that a thing that you have readily available?
Did we land on the
fuck.
moon? I've already talked about this.
Yeah,
TikTok
we
is
talked about
quite
it, like, 2 hours
educational. I
ago.
agree. It is. Depending
How
on
long?
like the TikTok, but
How long do
Uh,
you think we were talking about?
like an hour.
Conspiracy? Do you think we were actually fully talking about conspiracies? for like an hour?
bed?
It's 5 a.m.
Oh, is it?
He's pissed.
Holy shit! It's 4:30.
Okay, go to bed. Go to bed. You're gonna feel like shit tomorrow if you don't go to bed though. It's 1:30 for me. I'm like not.
Look
I'm
how like sad. Eric,
What?
are you tired?
No.
Why are you so aggressive? Okay.
Ow.
He's
Oh my
tired.
goodness.
500 bits.
Okay.
Can I get a word of advice for someone that is trying to get out of the friend zone? No, because I'm sorry, I was stuck in the friend zone like my whole life until I met Eric. So I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Aww.
You just gotta get lucky. I don't know how to. Eric, how would you describe getting out of the friend zone? You know that pretty well. Where'd you go? What? Tell them you're Tyler One's brother? Yeah, just act like Tyler One and you'll be fine, dude.
I keep banning.
I don't keep banning you. My mods keep banning you.
Tell them to fuck off.
Guys, come on, stop banning Eric.
What mods are doing?
It was only supposed to be a day, okay? It's been like 3 days.
Asshole.
I know, they're mean to him. They're so mean.
You guys, you know what's funny though? They're literally like sitting there like
Pepe laughing.
No,
They're
dude,
so
they're
stupid.
wait, or no, they've been sitting here all fucking night, and not even his stream, your stream, so they know who you are. So that means they watch him enough so they
Mhm.
know who you are and that you're dating. They go into your stream. They spend hours at night. They're up until fucking 4:30 a.m. and like,
True.
and Eric again. Like, dude, who really won? Like, did you win? Did you win, man?
Eric, how do
I
I,
don't think you did. Like, go to bed.
Eric, how do I look at your logs?
Go to
Huh?
bed.
Click my name on Chatterina.
Try your logs? How do I look up logs? Hello? How do I look up logs?
Click my name on Chatterina.
Okay.
Hi.
Wait, I don't see you. What are you talking about?
What are his logs?
How do you look up logs?
Good.
Yes, I'm fine. I don't understand what you're saying.
Click my name.
I don't see your name. Okay, click your name.
Uh,
That's not you. Wait. Going so fast. It's
You
not-
have it right there. Just scroll up.
Nothing's happening when I scroll.
Oh, what's gonna probably get banned?
What? Tricky, are you okay? Oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh! There it is.
My animals are totally getting in.
Oh my god.
And your guys like interaction.
We're
are, like,
stupid. This is how we are all
funniest
day.
fucking
Like
shit ever.
it's
It's so good.
everyone's spamming a piggy moat. I'm a little piggy. Aww.
No, honestly though, yeah, that's why I don't. This is I meant to mention this earlier before we even went live, but last summer. I remember watching. I was drunk as shit. I just got into Canada. I was depressed as fuck. I just left everybody. I was drunk as shit by myself in an Airbnb. And you guys were streaming making lasagna. And it made me being like depressed.
Oh,
I had like the best night ever. I was just drunk as shit watching you guys making lasagna. And you guys put it in the dishwasher.
what? What was this?
I don't fucking know. It was like last year. You like did some insane shit.
Was
where
that
your
the night
lasagna
Emmy
just,
was
like,
conceived?
fucked. I don't know. Your lasagna was just like shit,
What?
and you guys like trying.
Full
You guys were
screen.
like eating it, like pretending it was
What?
okay.
Go full screen. You're leaking something.
What am I
Just
leaking?
go full screen.
What did I leak?
Okay, go.
What did I do?
Oh goodness.
God.
What do I do?
I just that was one of the best nights of my life. I was just
Watching
drunk
us
as
make
shit.
lasagna. What was I
Watching
leaking?
you guys make lasagna. I
Look
was
at you
so
now that we're in
happy.
Discord.
Oh.
I was so fucking drunk.
Oh, I'm showing his logs, Tricky.
Oh, you're good.
Let's see. He says, "Are you drunk?" He says, "Time for bed." He says, "I'm ready to sleep. Time to get off. Pray for me. Pray me." True Kona. Okay. OMG. Stop. Pussy.
Sad poem.
You are liming, lime, bucktooth beaver sag. My parents used to call me Beaver Sag. Your mom. Good one, Eric. Really? Russell join. Oh, that was like a one. Okay. It's Brit Sawi. Oh, that's me. Damn, Eric, you write a lot in my streams.
Oh, that's actually nice. He's involved in your life.
Yeah, sucks. Oh, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oops. Stop kidding. Wait, where did you go? I have to find you again. There you are.
Hi.
I need to go. I need to go to
Looking for
sleep.
me?
It's 5.
Go to bed, dude. I'm so high.
Oh shit. Yeah, you need to go to sleep.
I
Sleepers.
can't. I'm too high to sleep.
Oh, well, you can keep streaming, but I might go.
I'm deleting the VOD.
No,
The VOD's gone.
why?
No. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end stream, and then I'm gonna restart stream, and everything after I've restarted, it's deleted. It's gone.
Okay.
It's all gone. The new stream of me
Oh,
being this
shit,
high and drunk,
okay.
it's gone.
Okay.
This is a one-time only, folks.
Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your night.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
not going to enjoy
shit.
this.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm doing
We'll do this
it, but-
again soon. This was fun.
Wait, will you actually?
Yeah, I love talking to you. What do you mean?
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'll host you.
Here. Are you like okay? After the, did you enjoy this experience? Or are you
Yes.
freaked out by me?
No, I'm not freaked out by you. You're freaking cool.
Okay.
I feel like we have a lot in common, and I mean, obviously, we don't
do,
have
that's
everything
actually
in
weird.
common, but
Okay, but that's normal.
yeah, it's
isn't
normal.
it?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Bye, chat.
Honestly,
So
okay. I actually, when you guys move to Austin, I do want to visit you guys.
yes, we will be there in a couple months.
Okay, I'm not going to be there in a couple months.
That's
but
okay.
At some point.
That's okay.
At some point, I do want to visit you guys.
That's okay.
Seriously, it would be a lot of fun.
No, it would be. I have to find a house that we have to look for. We're looking for houses right now, but it's
Yeah, I
they're
actually have
growing
to-
so fast. So
I had a conversation with my roommate tonight, and it's like she might move in with other people, and it's like I need to figure
oh,
out.
really?
Yeah, I gotta move somewhere in this city. Either I find a roommate for this place, or I move into a new. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. I'll
Good
talk
night,
to you
good
soon.
night.
Okay. All right. Good night.